What's up, my Dominican rap family? Nikki,
Hi,
can you hear me?
guys.
You okay?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. You look nice. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you good.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we sorry we're running a little late. It's my fault. We had to pick up Jordan and then I had to take a shower and take my medication and all of that stuff. So that's why we're behind, guys. I'm sorry I'm late, but hey, we are here and we're gonna have a lot of fun today. Yeah, how's your day going, Nick?
I've had a pretty crazy day. I needed a ride over to, the store that we go to, Singapore liquor store.
Yes, uh-huh.
So I needed a ride over there, and I was gonna get my in drive. Like I was just gonna order an in drive.
Right.
But then I was like, you know what? My next door neighbor's son has a car. Why not pay my people? You know what I mean? And
Right.
so I hit him up. I'm like, let's go. This MF didn't even let me know I'm on the way or anything. I'm upstairs naked out of the shower and I get knocks on the door and I always yell down, who? I'm like, Kiang. He's like, oh yeah. And I'm like, what are you doing here, bro? It's called text me and ask me, am I dressed? Am I ready to go?
Right.
So then I get downstairs ready to go, and his mom, which is my good friend, is in the front seat. And I'm like, what are we doing? He's like, oh, I got to take my mom real quick. I'm like, what? Sir, I just need to ride around the corner. So this whole ride around the corner turns into a whole goddamn field trip, man. Oh, I was so angry.
God. Hey, I'm glad you made it. You got what you needed though, right? You got it.
And did. It's right here.
All right, today, y'all. Hey, shout out to everybody.
Right
here, shout out to Miss Sharonda. Shout out to Pimp Boy. Thank y'all so much for all our shout out to all our shout out to Kay. Thanks so much for supporting the channel. Thank y'all for so much for supporting Soul. Everybody said nothing but great things about Soul yesterday. Soul's gonna be on every Saturday, helping her mom and family, and anybody else that wants to learn how to speak English. So that's gonna be great. That's great. Everybody really loves that. Carl's wife. It's just gonna be a lot of different people. So anyway, today's Quan. Shout out to you, brother. Shout out to Quan, 1993. Yeah, Kay is talking a lot. I don't even know what Kay is talking about, but she already going in already. Kay don't even realize that selling DR lands right before they Kay, you just you own it. You own one today. Hey Kay, shout out to you, sweetie. Okay. How Dominicans really feel about foreigners moving to the Dominican Republic. All right, so I think Junior's going to be on. Junior's Dominican. He's going to answer that. And then Manuel might be able to come on. But I'll tell you guys what I feel and why I brought up that subject. So, Nikki, and you can kind of bring your thoughts to it also. So, I don't get too many Dominicans to say anything bad about me, but I get a couple of them twice a year to just roll their eyes at me and just get mad at me for no reason. I'm just like standing there like, what? I'm holding Dominga's hand. We're walking through the mall and they know I'm American and I'm talking to Soul or something and they just like, what? So it's really crazy. So but besides that, I really don't get anything like nobody attack me or curse me out or nothing. They'll just give me some weird looks. So I don't know if it's that's the same with you, Nikki. How do you feel about that?
So for me, one of the things that has really been happening to me a lot lately, now that I've been here, I'm getting darker and darker every day, right? Mm-hmm. And so I have a lot of Haitians that will yell at me while I'm walking, and I don't understand what they're saying because I don't speak the language. And I'm getting a lot of Haitians trying to just ask me if I'm Haitian, but no Dominicans are ever asking me that. It's always only the Haitians. So I'm having more positive time with the Dominicans because they're treating me just as if I'm, whatever. just normal. I mean, I don't know if they think I'm Dominican or if they think that I'm American or what it is, but they treat me normal. The only time that I've gotten any attitude is usually when I'm trying to like negotiate something, when I'm like, come on, bro. Like the thing that happened with the with my lights, when I had to pay that little money to have it turned back on that day, they tried to, gringo me on the price, and I was like, I'm not paying that. Like, you're gonna take what I'm gonna give you right now. Like, we're not gonna do that. But I think for me, that's been the most frustrating thing was that incident where they were just like, oh, this is all you have, and I'm like, yeah, that's all you're gonna get. Like, are you stupid?
Right. Hey, you know what? You're kind of breaking up a little bit, Nikki, but one thing that I have noticed that stands out, and it's Americans' fault. When I hang out with Americans or pick them up at the airport or get a chance to meet some of my subscribers or go just hang out with them in general in the Dominican Republic, I'm not going to say all of them, but quite a few, they walk up to girls and they don't pay attention if they have a boyfriend with them. And sometimes the Dominican guys get mad and start cursing and just going in and gringo, motherfucker, gringo, they just cursing in Spanish. But I don't blame them because some Americans think they could just walk up to any girl, ain't paying no attention. Boyfriend might be standing on the side. A lot of times the boyfriend's just standing right there on the side or talking to some of their partners, and the girls are in a group in a huddle, and then the guys are in a group in a huddle. And like, man, you gotta, hey man, that girl might be with her boyfriend, he might be getting a beer or doing something, just might be doing something. It's kind of an echo, Nikki. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if that's me or what, but that's the disrespect that I have noticed.
Let me get out.
Okay, go ahead. Respect. So you gonna back out, Nikki? You gonna back out?
Yeah, I'm gonna back out.
All right, so I'm
gonna back out and come back in.
Guys, so that's the disrespect that I see, and then I see the Dominicans get mad at that because it's a lot of Americans. I'll say a lot. I'll say 50, 60%, and that's a lot being disrespectful. Like, you trying to holler at somebody, girl, and the guy is right there, or you don't give a damn at all. You're not even focusing. You're not even thinking about, hey, are you with someone? Excuse me, are you with someone? You just going in, handing your phone to the girl, and what's up, mommy? What's up, Kello K, mommy? What's going on? And that's where the disrespects come in at that I see. And a lot of, even Manuel tells me this all the time, like, these Americans or just anybody in general, you will get your ass kicked because people don't play about their girlfriend, or boyfriend. I hadn't seen a girl like go in, but I know the guys, they don't play about that. So anyway,
do you see me and hear me?
Go ahead. Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Is this better?
Yeah, that's better. Much better. Much better. Quan says, I think I'm don't be dazing off of the camera, coach. I'm sorry, I'm moving around and stuff like that. I apologize. But anyway, yeah, so I have seen that. Don't you think that's very disrespectful? And I see a lot of Americans that do that.
Yes, absolutely. And it comes from the Sosua culture, right? The whole culture of, hey, I'm here with my money. I can talk to you guys, you ladies, any way I freaking want to. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I'm American. What are you going to do about it? It's that whole disrespectful, nasty attitude. And it's, I don't watch much of what's the husband of the other girl here that does
James,
her channel?
Divorce husband, James.
Yep.
Yeah, he did an awesome video. Go ahead.
Yeah, he did. I watched what he said that he hated about Sosua or loved about it or whatever it was. And he made so many good points. And I was like, yeah, that's so true. Like, Americans have made it to where it's like, hey, look at me hoeing around. Look at what I'm doing, as if it's like, the cool thing or like the best. It's just kind of it's immature and ridiculous.
Filming, and like kind of touch on what you just said. James was like, I don't condone prostitution and women trying to make money, but they don't want you going around filming them while they're trying to make money and talking about,
Right.
hey, look, I got this woman. Look, hello, okay, mommy. Yeah, look how fine this girl is. 20, man. She only charging $20. $20. 1,500 pesos. And I think really people are really starting to crack down on that. And I even talked to Rico, and some of the creep cams have fell off. And I know Dominicans don't like that. It's the Dominican women and the Dominican men. They can't stand that. So they have really, really fallen off. And that's good because people are starting to expose these people, just like James talked about yesterday. It's tired of all the crap and the creep cam and trying to make some money because you're just trying to zoom in on some ass and titties and act like you got $200 in your pocket, so you think you can talk to somebody any kind of way you want to talk to them. So.
Right? Yeah. With your little $200. Mm-hmm. They come over here and think you're rich. It's like, boy, you are broke in the U.S.
Yeah, you broke. Walk on. What's going on, Chrissy? Hey, sweetheart. Traveling Gems. What's going on? Y'all have any questions or comments for me and Nikki, like things that we've been through, and just anything that y'all want to talk about? Yeah, Nikki. I think Rico gonna be coming on, and Junior's gonna be coming on, but I just cannot stand when Americans, and I'm talking bad about the Americans, the disrespectful Americans. WA said, John, it's not 50 or 60. WA, you think it's more or you think it's less?
Well,
what is he saying?
Skip go down one, and he's saying most Americans come for the first time they are shy. I don't know. I don't know about that.
Right. I don't know about that either. And well, it depends on where they are. If they know they're going to Sosua, they're gonna be trying to get it in. But the ones that come into Santo Domingo and different places, because all their friends, they kind of pump them up, they get them hyped, they get them all pumped up, like, yeah, I'm finna go, man. You can talk to these women any type of way you want to. So it depends on the location. So that's how that works. But go ahead, Nikki.
I agree with that.
I gotta push pause for it.
I just want to add to that and say that, all of that too is a lot of liquid courage. These guys are going over there and they're, drunk, having a good time with their friends. You know what I mean? Just acting a goddamn fool. And I think, like John was saying, the ones that go for the first time that act kind of shy, yeah, they're going to act shy if they're in La Capital or, a location that's not a touristy area where perhaps they, really need to be more careful. I would say that for sure. And let me see if I can bring this up from where I am. No, it doesn't let me bring it up. Dang it. All right. I was going to comment on another message that was put here. Oh, wait, does it let me do it? No, I'm on my phone now, guys. So, because my computer, I don't know what's happening here. But FFT Productions asked me if the food was good, what I'm eating here. It's so good. I made some patalitos, but they also call them empanadas here. And it's delicious, absolutely delicious. I cooked, it's like the cut pork. It's like pork that's already pre-seasoned. And then oh, wait, did John put that up or did I put that up? Let me see here. I'm going to touch this and see if it will. Oh, okay, that's how I do it. Okay, I've not ever done it from my cell phone, so I didn't know I could do it like that. But yeah, so it's absolutely delicious. And let's see, W.A. Brown says, I roll with a group of guys. So yes, of course. So are you saying, WA, that you disagree with what we're saying about people's first time, or do you agree with what we're saying? And Travel Gems wants to know if it has cheese in it. It absolutely has cheese in it. It has cheddar cheese, in fact. I cook very well. I've been cooking food like from different countries for like the past 10 years. So I know how to cook Asian food, Hispanic food, obviously American food because I'm American. But when it comes to soul food, I only really know how to cook fried chicken really well. It's my fried chicken's really good. And then spinach. That's not really soul food, but I don't know what else kind of soul food. Oh, ribs. I cook some really good ribs. I think I could. Oh my God, I almost forgot. I do a really good. What is it called? It's like a ideal meal. How do you seafood? A seafood macaroni and cheese. Ideal meal. I cook a really, really good one. A really, really good one. Let me tell you that. So let me see what we've got here. I'm gonna try to drop the link from my cell phone. I've never done it like that before. Give me 1 second. No, hold on a second, you guys. So the Black Phoenix says, I apologize if this question is redundant. Does Amazon deliver to the Dominican Republic? What is the best shipping company to use? And thanks. Listen, I don't recall having that question on here since I've been on the show, but I will tell you. Oh, and real quick, John, if you can hear me, can you drop the link from where you are? Because from my cell phone, I don't think I can do it from here. I will enter again, however, from my computer if need be. Oh, matter of fact, you know what? I know how to do this. I totally know how to do this. I got it. Yeah, I'm gonna send it on what you call it here, on WhatsApp. So, like I was saying, guys, there typically what happens if you want to get something here from the Dominican Republic, from the US to the DR, you have to find a friend who has what they call, it's like a mailbox that's there in Miami. So they call it, I don't know what kind of mailbox they call it, but it's a mailbox. And they send it directly to Miami, Florida. And then from Miami, they send it here. So if you want something, you're not going to get it next day, but you will get it at least within the next 7 days. So that's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I had ordered some hair. Actually, I think it was, oh yeah, it's this hair that I have in right now, actually. So yeah, let me see here. I'm trying to send something, but give me just a moment, you guys. Okay, my computer is going so freaking slow right now. Dominican problems, that's really all that I can say. But you guys know how it goes. So we're gonna have, I think Troy's gonna come in for a little bit, and then who else? Troy, and then maybe Krusty asked Rico. I'm not too sure. But yeah, so now let's see here. We have Pimp Boy has a question. Do Dominicans have their own Amazon delivery name? That's a difficult question for me to answer. I don't know that they have their own Amazon delivery name. What it is that, like, for instance, a buddy of mine who lives here, one of my neighbors, he has a box, like a mailbox is what they call it, in Miami, Florida. So when you order something on Amazon, you use that Miami address. And then from that address, they send it, they pick it up and they bring it here. I hope that answers the question. And then the Black Phoenix also asked, yes, but you don't need an address in the DR. How does that work? Thanks, Nikki. Oh, great question. So what happens is when you have a person, or if and or when you have your own mailbox, you have to pay a monthly fee for it or something like that. But I know that you also have to pay for the shipping when you go to pick it up. So here's the process. You make your order online. You give the address of the Miami address, that is your mailbox, right? Once you do that, the Miami place ships it over here, and then you have to pick it up from a local place here that brings in all of that stuff. You go there, you pay the fee to have had it shipped, which is actually not that much. So yeah, you go there, pay it, pick it up, and then you bring it home. So it's not like they deliver it to your home. That's the only like hiccup with that. And I think the place is like 45 minutes away from here. It's not close to where we live, unfortunately. So Ariel Teshuva says Domex Courier. Ariel, can you tell us a little bit more about that? Because I'm not familiar with that. And I had the same question. I was wanting to know the same thing about, getting mail from, my regular mail. But let me see here. Oh, shoot, I'm recording something. I didn't realize I was recording something. What I was trying to record here was just letting John know that I don't think that I can, drop the link in the comments. Because if I leave out of this, it's going to just leave me out. Like it's going to shoot me out completely. And I can't grab the link and then come back. I'll have to restart the whole thing. And I don't want to do that. Well, no, we would have to restart the whole thing. So let's see what we have here. Juan Carlos Santana asks, can you send regular mail there? There's certainly a way. I just don't know exactly how to do it. And he's asking like letters and, any type of mail, maybe bills and things. And the person who had written earlier that said, oh, it was Ariel. Ariel, can you explain if there's a way to send regular mail here or not? So Quan, the process is not that difficult. You just make your order. When they send the order, you wait 7 days, and then you can go pick it up from the place here. I mean, that's the short and long of it. So if you have your own mailbox, you just go pick it up from there 7 days later. That's it. I was just explaining like the beginning to the end, but it's very simple. I told my buddy, I said, listen, I ordered something. I need for you to bring it to me. What's up, Troy? I need for you to bring it to me. Then I'm, good to go. Are you asleep over there, Troy? What you got going on?
Nah, you had me back. I didn't know you had me backstage for a little bit. I was listening to you talk. I didn't know you had brought me up. You was talking about mailboxes and stuff.
I didn't bring you up. John brought you up because I'm doing it from my cell phone. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I went to grab my brace and I saw Troy was up for a minute. I said, Nikki rolling right now. Nikki rolling.
No, honey, it's that I can't from the cell phone. I can't do it. I don't have all my things.
Oh, I got you. Hey, Manuel, he said he's gonna comment on how they really feel. Manuel be on in 5 minutes. He told me to drop the link. So he said that he'll be up in 5 minutes and he's gonna really talk about how Dominicans really feel about Americans.
I'm excited.
Yeah. So that's awesome.
I'm gonna talk to Manuel too.
Yeah.
Manuel said something about a week ago. I had to ask him about.
I
don't know if he's watching. Yeah, I got it. Well, no, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna give him. Now, Manuel has said he was talking about the relationships that men have from the States here with women here, and he was saying he made a comment like you're going to get a girl here that you would never get in the States. And I was like,
how you feel about that?
I was like, I don't know what maybe other people, but I mean, I can show like some pictures of
Yeah,
my
I think
exes.
he's talking about. Yeah, he talking about them guys that don't have no game and just
Yeah,
always
yeah,
causing
but like
trouble.
I mean, even the listen, even the guys that don't have game were supposedly. I mean, the sun shines on a dog's ass at least once a day. So you're gonna. I've seen some unattractive, with maybe the stereotypical unattractive male with some very, very beautiful women in the States. I mean, it's the same. I think people think when you get on the plane and come here, like the world changes. Like
Yeah,
what's the same in the States is not the same here. Like if you got money in the States, you're gonna have women in the States. It's not like you come here and you're just gonna magically. And I've had the privilege of living up, on the East Coast up north. We have Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, Haitians, Jamaicans, Asians, Europeans. I mean, we've grown with, Dominicans and Puerto Rican. My ex-wife is from Honduras, so it's like it's not nothing new when we come down here, and
right.
we're around beautiful women. I still say to this day, the most beautiful women in the world are going to be in the States because we have such a variety of women. Here,
Mm.
I might go weeks without seeing a Black American female. You know what I'm saying? But in the States, I'm seeing a big
Oh,
plethora of women. So it's not like we come here and this is the only place that has beautiful women, or this is the only place that expats that come here can have beautiful women. I think a lot of guys come here, they have a preference for maybe Dominican women, and they come here and they may get an attractive Dominican woman here. But if you grew up on the East Coast and you grew up close to New York, you know you're gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like it's
right,
beautiful
right.
women there, but like
I
yeah, me
like,
that
you know what? I like what the real McCoy says. He said, if you're a sucker in the States, you're a sucker in the DR.
you're no, you're times 10 in the DR because now you have your money is a little
That's
longer, so
it.
you're
That's
gonna
right.
be
I like that. I
even
like that. I like
even big of a
that.
sucker. You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
it. That's it.
uh,
Yeah.
like
Oh
yeah,
Lord.
Coach. I know you've seen a picture of my ex fiance, right? I don't know if I
Yeah,
showed
I
you.
have. Beautiful.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
and I would
I get
bring her. Yeah, I'd bring her out here and walk her in any Providence, any part of the city, and I would feel secure about her. You know what I'm saying? So like,
yeah.
yeah, I think like when I saw him say I was watching it. I was like, what? He's like, because he said, yeah, you're gonna get a girl here that you will never get in the United States. I'm like, who are you talking
Yeah.
about?
Hey,
You know what
hey,
I'm
hey,
saying?
Scott Brown says whatever. He's totally wrong. Manuel, you need to pull up. So when Manuel get on here, I don't want. Let's not
Yeah,
triple
yeah.
team.
I was
Let's
like,
not jump. Let's not
I
make
wasn't
this. Let's
offended.
not make this American
No,
versus
no, no,
Dominican.
absolutely not. But I wasn't offended. I wasn't offended because I think I knew kind of who he was talking about. He was talking about, I think like a lot of the older guys, and they may be a little out of shape, and they're getting a lot of younger girls.
Kevin said, guys, yeah.
Yeah, but let me tell you though, like in the States, it may not. I mean, she may not be posting him online, but sometimes there's a sponsor behind a lot of these women on these trips, and it's normally like an older guy that's out of shape. You know what I'm saying? She just don't
But
post them. Yeah, she
but
don't post them. But he's
I
getting
see.
he's getting that. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like I
right, right.
know I know several older guys in the States that are in the mix. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So
I
you
see
know,
a lot of women, like beautiful Dominican women. They be taking pictures at these real nice hotels and stuff, and they
mhm.
and they man or sugar daddy probably be right there in the background a lot of the
Yeah,
times.
you know what I mean. It's sometimes it's a well, as a male you may see him as unattractive. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, but like sometimes women tend to like older men. Some women like older men. It's a thing. It's a big
Right.
thing here in the DR. You
Yeah.
always see a younger girl with an older guy, whether it's Dominican or Haitian or European. You're gonna see that. Um, but it's no different in the States. Like we just, it's just not. You might not see the extreme of 20, 30-year difference. You may not see that, but you'll see a 15, 10. You know what I'm saying? In the 20s or 20, you'll see that in the States. You know what I mean? It's not out of the realm. I mean, because women say that they want security and provision, right? So a lot of young guys don't have their shit together where they can provide insecure women. They don't have a home they can put her in. They might, you know what I'm saying? They can't pay her. They might not be able to pay her bills. You know what I'm saying? So let's be selling drugs.
Buy the kids some stuff.
Let's be selling some drugs or some shit. I mean, like most jobs, when you start off at an entry level, and you got to work yourself and work your way up. And it takes time, and got to put in some work. So you're going to be a little older when you hit that 70, 80, 90 to $100,000. Sometimes, most times, in the States, dollar amount per year that you're making. So it takes time, but I had to come on for some of us that did not have a problem getting women in the States. And like I still date women in the States. Like I'm currently if I was to say I had somebody that was a love interest, she's in the States. Trying to figure out how to work because I'm not moving back. But it's just I talk to women in the States. I talk to women in Germany, all over the world. You got to start. People have to stop with the small mentality of I'm just going to pigeonhole myself into this type of woman. You know what I mean? Because if you do that, then like how can you speak on women if you only been with one type of woman? You know what I'm saying? Or you're just going to be stuck in your preferences and stuff like that. So I think like me, I look at it. I look at myself as a world citizen, not just some guy. Oh God, this guy.
Well, fuck you. I hit the link. Oh God. You can't find a church. What the hell you hollering?
I can't find.
You wouldn't know a church if you fell and you bumped into one.
The church is here. It's within.
Right there, he holler, oh God.
The kingdom is within, my brother.
God don't know you, nigga.
Peace be still, Rico. Peace be still.
Make Peace Be Still. You on Peace Be Still channel, man. You on Peace Be Still channel.
I've been making drinks.
You don't know your black ass either.
I've been making drinks at the bar too. Did I send you the video of me making the drink, Rico?
Yeah, I did. I saw that. What you making for Roberto? I gotta show you how to make my shit.
Say hey to Nikki. You ain't gonna say hey to Nikki, Rico?
Oh, hey, Nick. I'm sorry, beautiful Nikki. I am sorry, beautiful. But see, this is what happens when you show these Negroes be sitting there showing their black asses. But
being so rude.
Oh, hold on, y'all. Hold on.
I gotta show them how to make my two favorite drinks. They all are combinations off of the long. My son got me on that Long Island iced tea shit. I always thought that was a woman's drink, but I didn't know how much alcohol was in that shit.
Oh, he took you back.
Oh, that shit has a lot of alcohol in it. All white liquor, and I love white liquor.
That's my thing.
So like people don't really like a standard Long Island iced tea is tequila, rum, gin, vodka. Those are your four white liquors, and then I think there's a fifth white liquor. I can't remember. And then you chase it with a little splash of Coke. But then I watch one of my favorite YouTubers. If anybody watch him, is called the Tipsy Bartender. Okay. This guy, his whole shit is about making drinks. I love him.
Really?
Yeah, it's all about making drinks. So I watch him to learn how to make drinks. So he do a couple of variations of the Long Island iced tea, and one is called triple sec. Thank you, Traveling Game. There you go, triple sec, which is also another. It's just like a flavoring, and then use a splash of Coke. One is called an Adios Motherfucker, and instead of using Coke, you use blue curacao to color it. It makes it blue. Same 5 alcohols. That shit get your ass. 2-3 of them motherfuckers, you flat out on your ass. And then the other one is called Adios Motherfucker, and I think some Japanese name, and it's green.
Well, I'm gonna have to try that out, Rico. Let's jump on the subject, but listen to this real quick. Heavenly says Dominicans really don't like African Americans or any type of foreigners who are cheap. that makes now. I like any type of foreigners that are cheap, but
Hey Rico, they don't like me.
I mean, if you cheat, I mean, but that's a real loaded question because it's kind of fucked up to sit there and say you don't like nobody cheap and you don't have no fucking money. That's kind of weird, right? So it's like, and I get it. It's like, I get it. They don't like you if you're not going to spend, but what they do is they assume we have it. But I'm like, okay, I'm not spending, but motherfucker, you ain't even got it. So really, how you going to shit on me? How you going to shit on me for not spending when you don't have shit? Because you don't have it. It's weird.
Make me
I want to add to that, Rico. On my channel, on my TikTok, I always talk about these ladies. You know, recently there was a viral video that this girl got mad that this guy asked her out on a date. And he said, let me send you $30 for you to, you know, take yourself to lunch. I don't know if you guys had seen that.
I seen that dumb shit.
Yeah, she then went.
And $30 wasn't enough.
Yeah, she then went. And my God, what I love though in the comments is they were tearing her little ass up because of how ignorant she sounded. I mean, there were people on there that were like, yo, I'm ghetto, but that's ghetto. Like I couldn't even stand to listen to her speak. That's what a lot of people were saying. But I bring that point up to say, I'm looking at her like $30, ma'am, you should be happy that anyone's entertaining your illiterate ass. Like you sound incompetent. You and then looks wise, you're all right. You're regular pretty, friend. You're regular pretty, bro. Like who's raising these people? I'll tell you who's raising them. These dumb young dummies. That too.
It's hard for me to take any of these TikTok things serious because most of them are skits. They did the same shit with the Cheesecake Factory. Come to find out that was a skit made up.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was made up. They did the same thing where the guy came over and he only brought McDonald's for his kids.
Yeah, all that should be fake.
So literally, like 90% of this TikTok shit is literally made up because when we sit there and say that shit don't make sense, because that shit ain't happening. It ain't real. It's just a lot made up. But it starts conversations.
Right. I thought that the guy by the limousine or the Ferrari or a lot of that stuff is made up.
Yeah, all the fake. She's a gold digger. 99% of what you see on social media is not real. It's made up. It's made up for clicks and likes, and the shit goes viral. I get that, but I take it all with a grain of salt. Yeah, are they? Basically, the premise of the whole thing is, are there some ungrateful motherfuckers? Yes.
I'm gonna do something to go viral. I'm gonna do something to go get viral. Shit.
Ain't nobody following your ass, your goofy ass radio. Okay, just knock it off. Okay. And then when they find out, and the problem is that then when they find out that it's a skit, now you've been exposed as a fraud.
Right.
The problem with doing the skit shit is that, okay, now you've been exposed for being a fraud. I don't get it. You know, everybody's thirst for being famous is making people make an ass out of themselves.
Oh my
and
goodness.
It doesn't last.
Or showing a whole bunch of ass.
But it doesn't last. That's the point. The point is, I don't care what you do. It's not sustainable if you do it that way. You blow all the down, blah, 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 like, and then our attention span is so short that next week we don't give a fuck. Like in 2 more weeks, ain't nobody gonna give a fuck about Diddy. They're gone to the next thing. People are talking about the Drake and the J. Cole, whatever the rap beef.
Right. J. Cole.
That shit next week isn't gonna matter because
You know what you think they're gonna talk about next week, Rico? It might be
some new shit. It's gonna be some new shit. That's the point. So
it might be some shit that hit right home.
No, so unless you're going to generate shock, outrage over and over and over and over and over and over again, you don't sustain them. It is better to try to find a way to get an audience and sustain them in a way that you know you can maintain. Again, like I said, you know what the original was? The if anybody can remember, I'm gonna date and y'all should be old enough to remember Jackass, the original movie Jackass.
Oh yeah,
Remember
part
that?
one, part two. Yeah, they had a
And all of the stupid shit that they had to do. Motherfuckers is maiming themselves, getting their nuts bit by out. I mean, just all kinds of stupid shit.
taser, yeah, all that stuff.
Because we're fucked up as an audience. We want to see the car crash. We want to see the fucking body parts strewn in the street. They want to see you kill yourself, John, for their entertainment. But you can only do that shit one time.
Right,
But you
and then
can
it's
kill
over.
yourself but one time and be the most viral motherfucker in America once. And then after that, it's over. Game over.
That's true. That's true. That's true. Yep, man. It's crazy. So hey, what do you feel? How do you feel that Dominicans really feel? How they really feel about foreigners? How do they really feel, you think?
I think the overwhelming majority of not just Dominicans, but Dominicans, Mexicans, even Americans, the overwhelming majority, they prefer their own. I mean, we like proximity is the word. Things that were basically the same way we sit and we talk about black people. We segregate. In America, people segregate according to people that look like them and behave like them and culturally more sound. Same way when immigrants come into the U.S., right? Mexicans come into the U.S., where do they go? They go to Mexican community. Dominicans come into America, where they go? They go to Dominican community. They don't assimilate among the larger community. They gravitate towards their comfort level. So it's natural to me that Dominicans want to prefer Dominicans. Nothing wrong with that.
Right.
That is perfectly fine. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. It's nothing. So to sit there and say that, I mean, are they open? I think as Americans, we're open to everybody. But would I have a problem with somebody that came from Japan that been living there for 50 years and everything? It's like, yeah, I'm going to struggle assimilating that person into our community because their values, their traditions, and everything is different. So it's going to take a while if you're even willing to accept it. Because I tell you one thing is like they love sushi. I'm not eating no fucking raw fish. So
He getting warmed up. He getting warmed up for you, man. Well, he got some questions for you. Look, he getting warmed up. Hey, brother.
Manuel, my man.
He got that boxing robe on too.
Mi hermano, Manuel, ¿qué lo que?
Okay, you're learning.
¿Todo bien? ¿Tú bien?
Todo bien. Come on, you're Spanish? You've been lying all this time, man. You speak Spanish.
Yo hablo español. Listen, mi habla español.
Solo
mujeres, no mujeres, solo mujeres.
All right.
Mi no sabe, mi no entiendo español. Hablan con mujeres, but mujeres.
Oh yeah. Women language. I love it.
What's up, man?
Rick, how you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Well, glad to see you, sir.
Glad to see you too. I love to see you in the channel.
I've been watching you rock out on the
news,
on the news channel a lot.
Yes.
I haven't been commenting a lot because I just sort of like just been leaving.
I think
I've watched every one, so don't
this
think
one. The one John is posting today, I want you to watch that one. I think you have something to say about that one.
Let me ask you this. This is one that I'm a little disappointed in you, Manuel. I'm a little disappointed in you and Coach and I'm disappointed in you because it's in your area because I've been following the news in the DR. And I wish you had spoke more about the situation with the firework explosion.
And but before we get to that, excuse me, Manuel, you didn't speak to me.
Hey, Nikki, my beautiful friend, how you doing? Representing.
Look like I did.
Nikki represents Black beauty in the Dominican Republic. It's beautiful.
Yes, she does.
I met her in person. She's pretty.
Thank you. He met me with no makeup on. They pulled up at my house, didn't call me. Ladies, you know how that goes. And you're like, what the hell are you doing here? I have no makeup. But anyways, thank you, Manuel.
But that was the only thing I was saying was I thought
Yeah.
about, because I thought that was a big story that was going on. And I was waiting. I was like, I don't want to say anything because maybe he's getting all the details about it. But like the emails I
Yeah.
get, they put it out every day. So I was like, well, and I know it was a bad accident. I feel very bad for
Yeah.
I think a couple of kids lost their lives
Mhm.
and things like that. I feel terrible about it. I think it was
Yeah.
like carnival or something. It was some sort of festival. And
Mhm.
like last I heard, it was up to 10 people had lost their lives. So I feel really,
Yeah.
really
I
bad.
agree. I agree with you. I was thinking, how am I going to speak about it without being canceled on YouTube? Because we're talking about kids, children being caught on fire. And I was thinking, like, okay, how am I going to say that in a way that YouTube doesn't cancel our channel? And the photos that I have are very dramatic. The
Yeah, I
videos,
don't see no
those,
pictures.
yeah, the kids they caught on fire, like in front of their moms and dads. Imagine a mother watching her son on fire in
Yeah.
a car in a
The
pub.
video footage was, I felt like I was watching, like, when we were kids growing up and they talk about like going to hell. I
Yeah.
felt like those people were watching people that were burning in hell. Like, it was insane. I had to like turn it off. It was too much.
Yeah, the person, the person that allegedly is responsible for this, his son also caught on fire and died. His son.
I was going to
And
ask you, did they get to
yeah,
what was that was the thing
yeah,
that
yeah.
was the
He went to
story about.
prison. He went to prison. His son was one of the affected ones, and he died. And then the man himself, he had a heart attack in prison because obviously he's guilty, but it's not like he intentionally did that. So he ended up killing his son as well, in that. It was
That was
bad.
all in San Cristobal, right?
No, it was in La Vega. That's another.
La Vega.
La Vega. Yeah.
Hey, all right. Hey, all right. Now let's get. Hey, Manuel, we not all the Americans. We're not gonna jump your team up on you. So I know you can handle your own, brother. But the question is, I'm gonna ask you this question. How does Dominicans, in your opinion, feel about foreigners, Americans and foreigners being here?
Yeah. So my brother
And
Rico was
also,
saying.
I was going to say, if you'll give your opinion and then what you think the opinion of other Dominicans are, because we want to hear both.
Cool.
Yeah, first I just wanted to, before I forget, the Rico was saying that in the U.S. everybody's welcome, but I think white people don't think like that. Not everyone is welcome in white communities in the United States. Maybe the black community, they don't have any problems accepting Mexicans and other immigrants because Latinos and black, we're all discriminated. So we are all in the same, we are in the same team. But I have friends that they've been, okay, let me tell you this. I have a friend, not the one you already know. He was on the live last Sunday.
Junior.
JC, Junior, I call him JC. He's a good friend of mine. We have another friend in common that he went to, I don't remember the name of the state, but it was very white people, just white people there. And he was working construction and he went to a bar. He went to get like a beer or something. And the locals asked him, "What are you doing here?"
Mm-hmm.
And he was, "Oh, I'm working construction." And they said, "Are you going to stay long?"
Mm-hmm.
He was, "No, just like a month or two." "Okay, make sure you leave when you finish." They told him that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't remember
Wow.
the exact name of the state, but he told me it was a very white community, and he was not welcome there.
Sound like Baton Rouge.
No. It could be a lot of states, and they do not have to be in the South. No,
Wow.
no. It does not have to be in the South. You can get that shit in Boston. You can get that shit in Wisconsin. Do not be under the illusion that they're all in the South. But yes, you're right, 1,000%. And your friend was telling the truth. There are a lot. Vermont is the whitest state in America, and that's up north. That's the whitest state in America. Your black or Latino ass get caught up in Vermont, they're going to know what the fuck is your brown ass doing up here. Yes.
Yeah, totally right. So how I feel about people from another country coming into the Dominican Republic. Well, I used to work in Punta Cana. I used to work there, and I lived there for 5 or 6 years. So in Punta Cana, you guys mean money. So when I see Rico at a resort, I see money. I see an opportunity. What am I gonna sell him? Okay, do you like scuba diving? What are you looking for? Women. So I don't have any problem with you in a touristic area because you're coming to spend money, most of you. So you're welcome. Welcome, sir. What do you need? You need drugs, whatever. We're gonna get it for you. If you come to San Cristobal, which is not a touristic area, it's different. People are gonna be wondering, hmm, like, okay, he's not from here. If you're white, they will assume that you are European or American. Okay. When you are black, like Rico, John, or like, sorry, you guys look like Dominicans. You look like a regular person.
I'm brown.
So they'll be like, where is he from? So in the beginning,
Monte Cristo.
yeah. So in the beginning, when Dominicans in a like a local, like in a normal neighborhood, they see a white person, like very, very white and speaking English, they assume right away that person has money. He has dollars. When they see John, that he's black, they don't correlate your color to money immediately. They don't know you. He's not from here. You don't have any money. He's okay. He's from the United States. All right. So it's not like we are not gonna welcome you like it happened. It happened to my friend. I don't know. I will figure it out the name, but I think you're right, Rico. It was somewhere in Boston, but it was like in a specific area. He used to live in Boston.
I was there. They racist
So-
as a motherfucker in Boston.
Yeah.
They are very racist. That's one of the most racist cities in fucking America is Boston. Them fucking Irish motherfuckers
I heard.
are hella
Yeah.
racist. And that's in the fucking north. That's damn near fucking Canada.
Yeah.
They almost killed my black ass up there. Don't tell me about Boston.
All right. So
Now,
So-
but let me finish the idea.
go ahead,
How
go ahead.
things work in the Dominican Republic. You have the advantage that you are from the United States, and the United States means the most powerful country, quote unquote, the most powerful country in the world. Means you got dollars, you got money. You are gonna receive a different treatment. People are gonna treat you well. But if you come from a poor country, like let's say Peru, Bolivia, places like that, probably people are not gonna treat you the exact same way because you do not represent a benefit. You know, I want to say I'm just being realistic. All right.
You telling
Now-
the truth, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. So Venezuela, we have a lot of people not from Venezuela, but most of Venezuela they come here to stay, and they like they're pretty good at businesses. They invest money. They try to do something. They are taxi drivers, and they do things like that.
Or Manuel, say
Uh-huh.
an Afro-Colombian or an Afro-Brazilian. They're
Yeah,
black, but
yeah.
they're
We
from
have
Brazil. Those are poor countries.
yeah.
They're treated
Yeah, I don't-
differently.
Yeah,
than
I
an
don't think we have
Afro-American.
I don't think we have like too many people from Brazil living living in the Dominican Republic permanently, like John.
But Colombian.
We have a lot of Colombian people from Colombia.
Yeah.
Yes, a lot of them.
Yeah, see.
And we don't see Colombia as we see you guys, because Colombia is poor as well. It doesn't mean that we disrespect Colombians.
no.
We don't disrespect Colombians. I'm just saying that a woman, for example, when they see Rico, that he speaks English, he's from the United States, and they see another person just exactly like Rico but from Colombia, Rico is gonna have all the attention. Exactly.
Thank you.
Rico's ugly though.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
The
money.
money's not ugly.
Money. Yeah, I need-
Manuel,
Yeah.
permiso. How do you guys feel about Puerto Ricans?
People say that we have a beef with Puerto Ricans, but I have a lot of friends from Puerto Rico, and I don't have any problem with them.
Right.
Yeah.
right.
So
I think, you know what? I think it's I don't see the fellas having too much of a problem, but I know the women. I had some Puerto Rican coworkers when I bought my house down here. They had a lot.
Here's
to
the
say.
thing.
about
Yeah, here's the thing that we go to Puerto Rico illegally most of the time. We take a little jola, like a small boats, and
I've
we
seen
go
the
to Puerto
video.
Rico. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I've
so
seen the
they
video.
see us as invaders, and they see us as poor, uh, those poor people from the Dominican Republic. So probably most of Puerto Ricans, it's the same thing. We're poor. We're going to their country illegally, and I'm not saying Puerto Ricans discriminate Dominicans in Puerto Rico. I'm just saying that in a they see us below because of what we do to get to their country. But I have a lot of friends from Puerto Rico. I don't have any problems with them, and I think our only problem is with baseball. Who's better?
Right. It's
Every
like a
year,
little
yeah.
rivalry. A rivalry.
Let me, Troy. I'm sorry, Troy. Can I say this, Troy? I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Okay. Manuel, before you came on, I've been here almost 5 years now, 4.5 years in San Cristobal and in not the non-tourist areas. Not always, but sometimes I get a Dominican to look at me and start frowning up at me and kind of start like frowning and shaking their head, and they might say a curse word and they'll walk off. And then I tell Dominga, and Dominga's like, "Don't worry." I was like, "I don't even know him. I didn't do nothing wrong. I didn't do nothing wrong." So like, I've gotten that a couple times. 2 times a year, I usually get that. What is that about?
Because you
I don't
fucking
know. I
cheat.
don't know. I don't know what to tell you,
Cheat.
man.
You
I don't
cheat.
know. I don't know what to tell you because I need to be there to understand what happened. The thing is that you guys look. If you do not speak, people think you're Dominican. Once you
Mm-hmm.
speak, then people know, oh, he's not from here. Where is he from? But I don't think you should be getting like any problems. You look like just like anyone else here.
No,
Manuel, no, Manuel. Let me
hold
tell
on.
you the truth. Let me tell you the truth. When I get off, when me and my wife land, and the funny thing about it is, my wife is white, like white looking. When I get off at Punta Cana, when we come to the fucking thing for immigration, they always point me to the Dominican line.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at them like, the fuck you sending me over there? Right?
Yeah,
They point me to there,
yeah.
and they send her to the, and I'm like, no, I have to tell them no because
Yeah.
I'm not Dominican. But and then of course once I open my fucking mouth, they're like,
Yeah, right. Exactly.
I do know that the appearance, and I'm like, yes, John, Coach, you could, even Troy could, any of us could. But the fact of the matter is once you open your mouth, you're identified as what you are, and then once you're identified as what you are,
Speaking of Puerto
you're
Ricans,
treated accordingly.
if
So
you
if you're
speak them, they'll pop up.
American or whatever, or from American, Canadian, European, obviously anywhere on the island. Okay, once you come to, oh, I'm from Europe, I'm from Canada, I'm from America. Initially, like, oh, you a resource, you got money, you have more money than they have at
Yeah.
that point until they find out otherwise.
Once you speak English, you become a target. Like not in a bad way,
Financially,
but financially, you become you become a customer once you speak English. Okay, what does he need? He's got money.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey Rico, hey Ricardo, hey brother, how you doing? Ricardo, right? I said it right. Ricardo.
Roberto, you fucking crackhead.
Shut up. That was a long time ago. I used to do crack. I don't do it no more. That was a long time ago. Don't be
That
talking
was
about my old.
racist.
Hey, Rico. No,
Roberto.
Shut up. No, I was saying Rico. I was saying it right.
Come on, you
Manuel,
crackhead.
Roberto, have you guys ever met? Because Roberto's been a part of the Dominican Ralph family for a long time, but have you guys ever met or ever seen each other?
No, it's a pleasure for me to meet you, sir. These people think that we have a beef, Dominicans and Puerto Ricans, and I say that's not true. Not true at all.
That's a very good friend.
Yeah.
But I wanted to say was I was just at Joe's. You people be talking spots, right? One guy was waiting signal when this other guy came in and jumped in. And it was 2 Americans that he didn't get the parking spot, so he jumped out.
He's breaking.
Yeah, you're breaking up your audio. Yeah,
Your
your audio
volume.
is breaking up a little
really
bit.
bad.
Berto, I'm gonna tell the story, Berto, because Berto had already told it to me.
Go ahead.
So, Berto, if I'm getting anything wrong, just wave your hand and say, "Troy, you lying."
Okay.
But what happened? Berto said that it was 2
Troy,
Americans.
you lying.
It was two white guys, and they were it was at a parking. It was a parking spot dispute. And Manuel, I apologize, but you guys aren't the most courteous people when it comes to the driving and parking. So the Dominican guy hurried up and zoomed into the parking spot that the 2 American guys were waiting for. So they jumped out the car, and one of the guys, I guess the driver, Berto, jumps out, punches his window, and says, "You saw that I was waiting for this fucking spot, you spick." He called him a spick. So Berto knows that word, but apparently it gets lost in translation with some of the Dominicans, so they didn't understand how offensive that was. Because I think if they understood, the whole parking lot would have jumped on him. But Berto said that that's what he saw happen today.
Yeah, he jumped
today.
Yeah. He punched his window.
He got his ass whooped for calling him a spick.
Yeah, he punched.
Got his ass whooped. That's a slur. That's the N word for Puerto Ricans. That's the N word. Oh, you get your ass whooped. You get catching hands. The end. I know that, and I ain't Puerto Rican.
Yeah. So
same way I would never call a Mexican a W back. I'm catching hands. I gotta fight. Period. Yeah. Everybody not playing that shit. Wow. You better learn your slurs. You better learn. I would tell a motherfucker, learn your slurs.
Manuel, have you ever experienced that from working in Punta Cana? Have you ever been called a slur or treated poorly by a foreigner from the state?
That's a great question.
Well, I've never, because of my physical appearance, people don't usually say words to me.
Right.
Because so, but I have been.
He's being honest though. That's true.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. What would be?
Lord, let him answer this.
Because he's taking too long. Let me ask you a question along the same line. What would be considered a slur to Dominican people? What word could I use? I don't want you. I mean, just tell me.
I'm not going to pay you.
Other than that.
That's a slur.
What's a slur? What's a word that Dominican people feel is so offensive? Okay, we ready to fight.
Yeah, for men, if you call a man maricon, then that's very offensive.
Isn't that gay?
Yeah.
Okay.
And also, if you call him mama guavazo, that too.
What is the word?
Mama guavazo.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Yeah, but like cocksucker.
Okay, that's still gay. Okay, whatever.
But if you call him gay, it sounds nicer. But if you call him maricon, then
we're talking like, but those are universal fighting words amongst men everywhere on the planet.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is there a word specific?
Or
there
is a bad word. There is a bad
N word. Y'all have something similar to the N word.
Well, you know that. Can I complete the word in YouTube? Yeah. I mean,
no. We don't care. Go ahead.
Okay. In the Dominican Republic, the word Negro is not offensive. You know that, right?
Yes.
You got people that their name is Negro, so not offensive at all. So
Negro, that's just the
not black. That's not offensive here. But I'm thinking, and the only that comes to my head that you're gonna have to fight 100%. It's singa tu madre. It's singa tu madre. It's telling you that you go fuck your mother. Go fuck your mother. That's boom. That's fighting.
Fuck your mother.
go fuck your mother, but in Spanish is singa tu madre.
That's universal, though. That's
Jamaicans
but
say,
yeah,
Jamaicans
but-
say that. Jamaicans say,
Well,
go suck
he's
your
telling you
mother.
the closest thing, Rico. He's telling
Yeah.
you the closest thing.
Yeah, but we don't have anything like an
Y'all don't
N
have
word,
any special
anything.
words.
No, we don't have
Okay,
any
y'all
special
don't have
word
any
for that.
special word. And only
Yeah.
thing, the reason why I'm asking is because if it's a Mexican, do not ever call them the W back word. That
W
is
back.
yeah. If you say wet back,
Oh, all right.
it's an offense. It's a
Right.
slur.
So like, I know we steered left into the racial stuff, but so well, I think you were trying to tell us how Dominicans feel about us living here, and you said
Before
that.
Rico
Yeah,
Shut
you
the
said
fuck up,
you
let
said
him
that it
in.
was like you said it was more like when we're in tourist areas, we're just seen as like, okay, he's it's business. So it's like a business type relationship,
Yes.
business casual friendly relationship,
Uh-huh.
but it's business orientated. I understand and I get it because I live here in Punta Cana and I don't ever what's the word? I'm not naive to the fact that a lot of relationships are based on my financial situation. So that's why I tend to really like be to myself and stuff because that's what I came here for. I came here like to like chill, like just to relax. You know what I'm saying? So like I could have did this in anywhere. So I don't really I'm not really like as far and like I think as someone that's trying to transition to coming to live here, I would tell people back home, I wouldn't worry about how the people receive me. I would concentrate on how I interacted with the people. You know what I'm saying? Like I would make sure that I was the best representation of where I'm from, who I am, and my culture and my people. That's what really upsets me is that I see on YouTube that people don't represent the best of our people, and we do a lot of reckless things online. And like earlier, Nikki and Coach was talking about, with the girls and exploiting the poverty of the country, and then like waving the flag, like look at me, look what I did. I think that's a poor representation of who we are as a people. So I don't, I don't. I'm not here. That's what I would tell people to do. Like concentrate on being a better version of yourself when you go abroad, and not worry about what people think of you, what the people think of you. Because like Manuel said, like he just explained it to you how it's going to be where you're going at, and I would take his word for it. So like if you're going to a non-touristic area, people are gonna be looking at you, like he said. But when you're in a tourist area, it's just a business type relationship.
Hey, I want to give Manuel a shout out for this. Manuel said, "Be careful at the women you talk to because you don't know where their man is." And I noticed, like I talked about, a lot Americans just run up to women, and sometimes their man, the Dominican man, is just right there having a drink or something. You got to. Am I right?
You got people see. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I'm Roberto clicked off, but I tell Roberto all the time, I'm like, she's too fine not to have no man. Like I be seeing women like running like this is crazy because you'll see women like in like the weirdest places, and you like, damn, I'm gonna talk to her, but like it's you know what I noticed about Dominican men? Like if they see you talking to everybody's looking at you. Like everybody is stopping what they're doing.
Oh, wait, Troy, that's good. Manuel, do you think Dominican men get madder when an American man tries to talk?
It depends on how she looks. It depends on the
You mean to talk to my woman or to a random woman?
Just a random woman.
Yeah.
Your woman. Say your woman, Manuel.
Yeah. No, if you talk to mine,
give us
if you talk to mine, I will approach you and I will tell you, look, she's my girl.
What if the question is, do you feel differently if it's an American man or a Dominican man? So basically, you got a beautiful woman.
Yeah.
You're not near
I
her.
would feel threatened by an American. Because
you wouldn't feel threatened by a Dominican?
No, I would feel threatened by the Americans because Dominican women think that that all Americans have money. So he would have more chances.
You don't want me helping around your babe.
So Manuel, what you're telling me is it still keeps coming back to the finances because again, You're 6'2", but that Dominican man is 6'5". He's fit. He's a whatever. You're less threatened by him than that little short, fat motherfucking American that got deep pockets.
Got a
Yes,
big back.
yes, I would
You know
be.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, to be honest, Rico,
Let him
Rico,
explain. Let him
you-
talk after you said it, Rico.
I'm not stopping him. I'm asking him for clarity as to the difference between the two.
to make it clear, Rico, you would be a threat. You would be a threat for men.
His ugly ass.
Yes,
yes, because of the money.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get radio to understand.
He represents money. He represents dollars. Even though I don't know Rico's life, but let's assume that Rico is broke. Let's assume that Rico's broke as fuck. Assuming that Rico's broke as fuck. But the girl, she doesn't know that. She's gonna know that a couple of weeks later, and then she's gonna kick your ass. Like, what the fuck, man? You got no money, get the fuck out of here.
But
in the beginning, obviously, she thinks you have money because you gave her a couple of hundreds of dollars. So, oh my God, this is the guy. This is the one I was looking for.
Yes.
Yeah,
but I wanted to mention something. Can I mention something? I am the only female in this conversation, so I have to try to fit in where I can get in, right? Or get in where I fit in or whatever. So earlier, Manuel had said something about his appearance. Manuel is a big fella. When he walked into my house, I was like, oh my God. He is so much bigger in person than on video. I was like, Jesus Christ. Like, he could be on WWE.
I don't think so.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, you can absolutely be on WWE. And I just wanted to throw that in there. And then lastly, I also wanted to ask Heavenly, she said that I don't have, ¿qué fue eso? Sorry, it was like a bug on me. Sorry, guys. Anyways, she said, Nikki, what is it? What did she say? Let me see. It's right here. That I don't have much to say because I'm experiencing the good treatment. I want to know what the good treatment is that I'm getting. So I'll just put that out there. Heavenly, if you can answer that.
Everybody's saying you're beautiful, Nikki, and they love your hair. So that's good. You good. Yeah.
Well, yes. Thank you, Rick James. And someone else had said that earlier too about my hair. And yeah, thank you for that.
I think what Manuel's saying is true in the fact of, again, like you said, is, and it would make sense to me too, because even at the New York, even at the U.S. level, right? So even if you were here, or we were all here in the U.S., we know that men of higher financial means don't have to look the same way that we look. So you could be a 6'2" guy, 185 pounds, ripped, this, that, whatever. But if you know you don't have bread and some little short, fat motherfucker over there making 8-9 figures, you know you don't compete with him. You just know that. So that's no different, because we know no matter how good looking the Dominican guy is, the overwhelming majority of them are at a certain socioeconomic level. So that's why you got plane loads of fat motherfuckers coming to the DR, knowing that no matter what, I'm going to be financially well above him. So you're going to get the eyeballs. He's saying the same thing. But what he's saying in the short end is, at the end of the day, man, well, you will agree with me, those beautiful women, while they might love my fat ass because of my money, they love me only because of my money. They really don't love you.
Listen, hold on, wait a minute. Wait, I gotta stop you there. How you gonna say they love you only because of your money? You don't know if a woman gonna fall in love with you.
No. This is okay. Stop me. This is what I'm saying is, that woman got a choice. Here's her choices: 6'2", handsome, fit, in shape, $100 a month. 5'5", 300 pounds, ugly, $10,000 a month. If she choose that money, it ain't love. It ain't love. It's just like, so we always try to tell guys, like, it's not a problem with you going over there doing what you're doing, but if you think you going over there, or I took Manuel girl, I'm like, you took her for the night. You didn't take her. Because believe it or not,
what if
fat ass.
What if you're 6'2"?
If you match it, here's the thing. Okay. Now
hey, coach, hold on, Rico. And your stroke game is crazy.
Yes, then that's a different.
They don't care about that.
And you got some bread.
Manuel don't know what stroke game mean, man. You gotta tell Manuel.
No, shut the fuck up, radio.
You know what I'm saying?
Troy. No, Troy, you putting some different bullshit in there. Okay, if you match that guy, okay, Manuel 6'2", fit, in shape, right? If you also 6'2", fit, in shape, and got money, obviously you kick his ass. But if you ain't,
I'm not trying to fight, man. Well, I'm just saying.
No, but listen.
It's not going to be a big departure for her. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be a big departure for her.
Troy, most of those motherfuckers getting off the plane at Puerto Plata is 5'6" or smaller. Them niggas ain't 6 nothing.
How you know?
They 5'6", and them niggas is 300 pounds. But what they got is they got deep pockets. And them niggas is getting run through. And I'm like, okay, have your fun. Go the fuck home.
But how do you know?
I see them niggas. I got eyes.
Pockets.
I see.
Dick.
All right. Let me ask you
how you know
this.
That?
Nigga, I got eyes like you.
Listen. I'm gonna tell you. What now? If you are hitting it right, you got money. You're attractive.
You think
why wouldn't you jump ship? This is anywhere in the world. This isn't just here.
Okay,
this is anywhere in the world.
Okay, radio got a question. Go ahead. Give me your question, radio.
Manuel, do you think hitting
anywhere
it
in the world
makes a difference?
You think hitting it right makes a difference?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. I think I have to disagree with my. Okay, let me just say that.
Can we ask
let him finish, Troy? Let him finish. Rico, let him finish. Can y'all we some damn disrespectful Americans. Go ahead, Rico.
No, I think you're talking in your own experience. Maybe you're really good in bed, but that's you.
Go ahead, man.
And on top of that, you have money. So you probably have the whole package, but in the Dominican Republic, money for women is more important than sex. They're gonna take your money. They're gonna be your wife, and then they're gonna spend that money with me. That I will give her good sex. That's the equation.
Wow, Manuel, you always tell me something, man. You say, man. And
now shut the fuck up, radio. He told you. Shut the fuck up. He told you. I know, and I done told you 1,000 times. Motherfucker, what did I tell you? No, shut the fuck up, radio. What did I say? What the fuck did I say? I said, no. Manuel, listen. What I said there and told them was point blank. I said, let me tell you.
He did.
They're on their business. They're trying to get their bread. All that bullshit you put in your head, they're trying to get their bread. And I'm not mad at them because I believe sex work is work. I have the utmost respect for sex workers. I said, but if you are convincing yourself that it's anything more than that, you are the fucking lick. Fuck you. Because the bottom line is, let me shut up. What it takes for a woman to decide to go out there, and I'm going to put myself out there to let random men for money to come inside and release themselves, they kill everything. They kill all the emotion. So they're never gonna love you.
I thought we were talking about regular women.
Fuck you. Give me my money.
I thought we were talking about regular women.
All right, that's fine.
I don't care what kind of women.
Manuel, you every time you see Dominga, what do you say about Dominga?
Yeah, it's different scenario because Dominga, you guys are almost the same age. So here we're not talking about that you are 20 or 30 years older than Dominga, which that would be money. If Dominga would have been like 22 years old, that would be completely money. But in your case, a person like Dominga is looking for peace, is already an adult woman with kids, right? You represent for her peace and financial stability. However, Dominga doesn't need an iPhone 14. Dominga doesn't have the same ambitions. Hold on, Rico. Hold on. Dominga doesn't have the same. Dominga doesn't have the same ambitions as a 22-year-old girl. For a 22-year-old girl, you need to have a lot of money. For a woman like your wife, you still need money, but not that much money, because all she wants is peace, a roof on her head, and someone to feed her the rest of her life, and she's gonna be your wife forever. And if she doesn't love you,
what happens?
She's gonna learn to love
Manuel.
you.
Thank you, Manuel. Thank you.
What happens if I come?
My heart is broken.
Let him finish.
Did I offend you?
I got a real quick follow up. What happens if I come up on hard times with Dominga? What you think a woman like that? Because you always say, Dominga, you got a good one, John. What she thinks?
She's a good woman. I have to say she's a good woman. And if you're broke, she's gonna stay with you for a while. But then if that continues for a long time, she's gonna leave you.
Well, the
Thank
thing is,
you.
John,
Thank you.
no, I don't. Well, John has had difficult times here and there, so
No,
that's
trust,
for me. That's how I know.
trust me. Trust
Okay,
me. I've seen John in difficult times. I know John for a while, and I've seen John. I've seen John broke as hell with real problems, and it's been a long time. He doesn't go through that situation. If that happens, if you remember the situation when you were in San Cristobal, with Brenda, you remember that, John?
Yes. Oh,
you
yeah.
Remember what happened? Sorry.
You was right there with me.
I was there.
I didn't even have any furniture. You was standing in there in my house with
no money, no furniture, no nothing. If of course any women are gonna leave you if they see you are in that situation. If you lose your ability to provide, she's gonna leave you. That's it.
Provide or perform. Okay, you got to be providing and performing in the bedroom. So let me say this. Let me hop on here and say this too, though, to crusty ass Rico. So Rico, I'm confused because now which side are you on, sir? Because we've had quite a few shows where you went to goddamn blows with people ready to knock their goddamn face off over Dominga. So are you with her? Or are you against her?
I rock with Dominga.
Dominga is a good person.
I'm gonna keep it all the way real, the same way that you keep it G real. I'm gonna keep it G real.
Okay, guys, the majority
I'm
is Rico.
with Dominga, but I know Dominga got her fucking limits, like all women in those situations. Not just Dominga.
Your wife too.
Shut the fuck up, because you're trying to twist my shit. Okay. Not just Dominga, not just in the DR. You can take that shit to El Salvador. You can take it to Nicaragua. You can take it to Honduras.
John said, what about your wife?
Let me finish. I don't give a fuck if they're good, bad, or indifferent. I say this, and let me be crystal motherfucking clear. Why the fuck would a Dominican take a broke ass fucking American if she can have a broke ass fucking Dominican? It makes no fucking sense. So being a foreigner, you are required to be able to provide for them. And if you cannot, after a period of time, you're no longer a benefit to me. That's no different than an American would take it. Because I don't need to take a broke motherfucker from another country if I got broke motherfuckers here. Either you provide and protect, or I don't need your ass. There's nothing new under the sun about it. Y'all keep trying to twist this shit. What Manuel said was what he fucking said. It was the truth. Y'all don't like it. You don't like what he said, and you don't like the way I say it. I don't give a fuck. He told the truth. So, eat it, swallow it, fuck you. Have a nice day.
Okay, well, wait a minute now. So you're going to answer what John asked? John asked you. So do you think it's the same situation?
Roberto.
Go ahead. John asked me what?
John asked you, and what about your wife? That's what John said. Is that not what you said, John?
When I can't do the fucking job, that bitch is kicking me to the curb. We had that conversation regularly. That's an American conversation.
Okay.
Got heat.
Let me be clear. My wife is not supporting me as a man. The end. Full fucking stop. Full fucking stop. If I can't do what I do, that bitch is kicking me to the curb, and I know that. I don't believe in that. Oh, the woman gonna take care of me. Shit. I ain't never believed in that shit. And if you punk motherfuckers believe that, fuck you. I'll see you on the other side. Have a good day.
Okay, well, shout out to all 61 up in here today, because that's a new high for us. 61. Cheers to that. Oh my God. Yes, cheers to that. And then our boy joined. What's our boy's name that joined? I remember you from the last time. What's your name?
DMR. That's my brother DMR from Delaware. What's up,
DMR?
brother?
That's right, brother? Delaware in the house. Thank you for joining us, bro.
Hey, yo.
Hey, you had a question for Manuel, brother?
John.
Mm-hmm.
Two people talking.
Go ahead. You had a question?
It's two people talking.
Yeah, right. But go ahead. What you about to say? What you want to say? Go ahead. You got it.
John. It's two people talking. Okay.
I don't know.
Can y'all hear me?
Probably. Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
I think maybe he has an echo. Do you have an echo, babe?
Yeah, he has an echo, I think.
Hey.
Yeah, hang up and come back up. Bring him.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So
John.
John,
the reason number one, what Rico is saying is so true. The reason number one, not just in the United States, not just in the Dominican Republic, the reason number one for divorce is financially struggles, not sex.
Right. Troy said sex. Troy put his Chinese hat on and
money. It's money. Go ahead,
I
man.
meant to do this. I meant to do this to Troy.
You know, I'm a lover, man. I believe in love. You know what I'm saying?
Money. Keep going,
I'm still going to keep searching for my love out here in this world, man. I'm a lover, man.
Fuck Troy, man. Well, you're right.
I just have to be 6'2".
I'll say, hey, your sister, Troy, because they call each other sisters and brothers. Your sister, how do you feel about your sister, Domingo? How do you feel about your sister? Go ahead.
You can ask every person that knows me and you, that knows Domingo. When I start the conversation on what I always say, Rico.
Mi hermana.
I said I love me some Domingo.
Because
you know what? Because I'm gonna go based off of my experience and being around people in life, and I know good women, man. I know good women. I know the look in the eye. I've seen it before.
Manuel said the same thing. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of. I'm such a fan of Domingo. I know the Hounds wanted me to go on Domingo's daughter, but I couldn't do it. That's like my sister. You know what I'm saying? The Hounds was on me. You don't know the heat I got for not jumping on Cristal. Hey, what's wrong with you, man?
But Troy, bro, you're not keeping it real, okay?
I'm keeping it real.
No, you're not. No, you're not. Because goddamn it, you from America, and you know how this shit is. You bullshitting, Troy. No, because what I'm saying is what Manuel said. And again, this ain't even about Domingo. This is about the nature of the female-male relationship. The female and male relationship is that the male is supposed to be the provider. Period. That's not even a Dominican thing. That's the Dominican. That's America. That's every fucking where. You are not going to. There's nowhere on this fucking earth, coach, that you gonna get there and get to be the fucking victim, and no fucking woman is going to support you as a broken man. They're not going to do it. Don't push that narrative. Manuel is saying the same thing in the DR, that as a man, you're looked at that. If that's how they look at Dominican men to provide, they're gonna look at your ass to provide. So you sit there and go, oh, well, what if I lose my fucking money? Is she still gonna love me? No, motherfucker, because if they ask Dominican men to provide on less, Why the fuck would they expect you to provide on nothing? They're not going to do it. And then let me finish. And not only is it in the DR, that's in the US, that's in China, that's in Africa, that's anywhere you take your ass. Anywhere you go, as the fucking man, the woman that you're with is going to look for you to be the provider. And if you can't, after a period of time, they're going to dismiss your ass. Your best chance of a woman taking care of you and you being in the bitch position is in America.
Yo.
And you ready to be the bitch, come home. Other than that, be a
I
fucking
understand
man.
that. I understand that. So the reason I said that was because let's ask Manuel. Manuel, financially, I'm not telling everybody your business, but financially, you're doing better than you were the past couple years. Am I wrong, right or wrong?
Yeah, of course. I'm doing better. Yes.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question, Manuel?
Yeah.
Manuel, are you living off of a woman?
No, sir.
Why not?
I don't think any Dominican. Well, it could happen, but it's the possibility or not that a Dominican is
very little. Gonna let your 6'2" ass.
Yeah,
see what I'm saying?
It could happen. It could happen.
So let me finish.
She's rich.
Right, exactly. But you're sitting there saying it's a very small chance that a woman gonna let your 6'2" foot, handsome, in shape ass lay up on her and she gonna take care of you.
But let me tell you something. Let me hop in for just a second. The times that it does happen, Rico, you know who's doing it? The girls who are working the streets, the women that are prostitutes. A lot of them have men and they take care of those men because those men let them go out to do that job. And in their mind as a woman, they're like, well, at least I have somebody who loves me. And of course, he's going out doing his thing because he knows she's bringing home the money to do that. Think about that. There are half of these women that are out here doing that have those kids. They're taking care of a man and their kids.
But the
am I right or am I wrong, Manuel?
Okay, but the question is,
yeah, you're right.
Is what percentage of women are going to let your 6'2" ass lay up, unemployed, and they're gonna take care of you? What percentage?
The prostitutes and only the prostitutes. Correct.
Also, it could happen with an older woman.
I don't care.
Or an older woman, yeah.
An older woman, she would be glad to take care of me. An older woman.
What percentage of women do you think exists out there in the DR where Dominican? Do you think it's 50% of them?
No, not at all.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, what percentage of women in the DR are gonna be like, you know what? That dick's so good, he's so fine, whatever. I'm gonna take care of it. It's a very small percentage.
Only a rich old woman would do that.
There you go. So that means in the DR, that fucking population is this fucking big. And if you don't get one of them bitches, you gotta work and take care of the fucking woman. That's all I'm saying. So to sit there and pretend like, okay, no. That custom and that tradition throughout Latin America, Africa, and Asia is the man takes care of who? The woman.
Okay, quickly.
Ain't special about your ass, coach.
Quickly, shout out to the 71 people in the chat tonight. Yo, we're on fire, bro. We are on fire tonight.
Coach, you're not fucking like that. Stop it.
Hit that like button, you guys. Hit the like button, subscribe, hit the join button, hit all of those. Join button and subscribe.
Let me say this, Nikki. Dirk, I don't have to be right. Motherfucker, I am right. I'm right when you think I'm wrong, motherfucker.
This guy right here, man. This guy, man. Jesus.
No, I'm right when you think I'm wrong, motherfucker. Y'all lay in the chat.
You and Manuel are wrong.
You motherfuckers lay in the chat beating your dick. Beating your dick, wanting me to be wrong, but when I'm fucking right and I pull a fucking receipt and
love
I show
wins in the end,
you
Manuel.
motherfuckers don't have nothing to say.
Hey, coach, love wins in the end.
Well, if you see life in a sentimental way, you will not see reality as it is. You have to see life as it is. Money matters in this world.
No, Manuel.
Hey,
No, Manuel, that's wrong. You wrong, Manuel.
Yes.
You wrong, Manuel. Money don't matter. It's love.
Rico, go ahead. What's your question? Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Well, You know, I don't have a question. I'm just listening. And
Hey,
Rico
hey,
got a
DMR.
point.
Hey, crib. Love wins in the end, man.
Fuck him, DMR. Don't listen to
Go
that
ahead,
nigga
crib. Oh,
DMR.
I think I think
she wants the crib. Hey, crib.
I
Tell
see
him.
your point, man. I see Rico point. I see Manuel point. You know, I see all y'all got some points, man. But I see mainly an older woman tolerating that, man. I don't see no young girl tolerating that, bro. I don't see
Tolerating
that.
what?
I don't,
Oh, not
and
having no
I
bread?
think
Thank you, DMR.
I
Thank you.
think Rico got a point, man, because you know, you actually from a foreign country coming down there, like, well, shit, I can
Man,
find that in,
used
you
to
know.
be my boy. Used to be my boy, DMR. Used to be my boy.
No,
Don't do
no,
that
no,
to me.
he
Don't
got
do
me.
that.
DMR, fuck that
No,
nigga. Fuck that
listen,
nigga. He
nah,
talking shit,
no,
DMR.
I ain't going to get
Tell him
y'all.
straight.
I'm just saying, y'all have a point, man, because, like, I'm not going to get involved in no fight with y'all guys, man. But
Hey,
y'all got
I
some
have a
good
question.
points, man.
I have a question for Manuel. Manuel, why is it that the white guys, old white guys, are so happy holding little babies' hands, and these and walking up and down the street with these Haitian, holding little babies and holding, what's going on with that? Why are they so happy? And they seem, I mean, Nikki sees it a lot in Boca Chica, but
Why you
they're
bring
with like,
Nikki into it?
no, I'm
What
just
Nikki
saying
got to
because she
do it?
knows
We
why.
talked about it last time we were together in Boca Chica. Don't do that. Don't
I
don't
know,
don't do that,
but
Rico, because
I'm
we already
asking,
I
had that
was asking
conversation.
why he brought you up.
I'm
Why he ain't
asking
bring
Manuel,
Toya up?
shut up. So these women are like 22 years old, and the men are like 72 years old, and they having babies with these women, and they're holding hands, and they're happy, man, and they got like a whole little family. What's that all about, Manuel?
You know, I like reading, especially stuff going on in the States. And I saw the other day that depression among white people, it's more common than black people, right? So, what is the possibility? What are the chances of a 70-year-old white man in the United States to get a 22-year-old woman? It's
It's
very
not
unlikely.
Zero.
right.
So
It's
this
zero.
man, they come down to the Dominican Republic with a little bit of money, and he finds this 20 or 21-year-old girl that sucks his dick very good, fucking very good. Oh,
Whoa, what we
sorry.
doing, man? What's going on
Nah, you
tonight?
good? Yeah,
Oh,
Troy
sorry,
messing
sorry.
with you. Go.
Oh, sorry, man. Okay. So
Go.
she does sex to him
All
like
right, go.
no one ever did. That's why he's happy,
Go.
man. You want him to be sad?
Right. Yeah,
He's happy,
no.
man. There is no chances he can get that live in the States. Only
Right,
here.
exactly.
So he's happy,
But
man.
I think too, John's curiosity is, why is it that when you look at the ratio, a lot of times when you see these white guys, they're with girls that are darker than me, right? A lot of them are darker than me, and they're skinny too. And it's just a look that they have. It's almost like they're like model-esque body wise, face wise. You know, they're not ugly. They look fine. Some of them are beautiful. Some of them are not. Some of them, whatever. But these white guys, I see them more so with these dark skinned Haitian looking girls, and some of them are Dominican, but most of them are Haitian. And I can only say that because I've heard them speak. And I'm curious to know what the allure is as well. Not that there
It's
is
simple, but it
anything,
does. I mean, I think it does have a very simple explanation.
the
Let's
price.
let's take the
I think it's
example
the
of a
price.
Haitian woman. And let's take it could be a Dominican, but let's take the example of a Haitian woman since you mentioned it. A Haitian woman, there is a 99% in the Dominican Republic that girl is extremely poor.
Yeah.
Then
Right.
you have this 70-year-old man, he's retired, and he's getting what? Let me say a number, $2,000 a month, his paycheck?
Right.
$2,000 a month,
Right.
right? So that $2,000 a month for that Haitian woman represents heaven.
Yeah. Yeah. I think now I answered my own question too, because I thought about the economy, right? And I think it is the price. I think for a Haitian woman to come here who comes from extreme poverty,
Yeah.
her price is going to be lower than that of a Dominican young lady who's going to say, hey, I'm not taking anything less than 500 USD. Whereas the Haitian may say, well, shit, I don't want to ask for too much. I'll take the 250. Perhaps
Right.
that's what it is. I
Yeah,
don't
you
know
have
that to be true. This is all alleged, but
That's true.
that's my
true.
assumption.
Nikki, that's true. The
Hey.
reality is that the Haitian women will sit there and sell their bodies for less because, again, they are here undocumented, illegally, so they have to. Period. They're poor.
Well,
They're
don't
poor.
use the word.
They don't have documents. No, Coach. You gonna let me finish? They're poor. They will sit there and they will sell themselves for less. And I'm not saying it's right or wrong. It is what it is. No, I'm just
Stop using the word sell. Stop using the word sell. They're not selling. They with the people. They've been with them for years and years, and they got babies together.
Excuse me. We're talking about. Are we talking about sex workers or not?
I just say that the man, the 72-year-old man, has the baby in the hand, and they're walking up and down.
Excuse me. I don't give a fuck what the 72-year-old man has in his hand. The 72-year-old man is paying for the services of that young lady for the moment. And that is a sale. That is a transaction. And
he's talking about the dudes that got families with the girls.
It's not just for a moment, though, Rico. Yeah, he's right. I mean, I see these guys walking around with kids that are walking like 5 and 6 years old with her black ass.
So you're talking about
that's what he's talking about.
Let me premise it. You're talking about a 72-year-old with a baby. A 72-year-old with a baby anywhere on the fucking planet is looked at as what? Something's wrong with this motherfucker. Because at 72 years old, we should not be fathering children. Okay, so if you're 72 years of age, you fuck somebody that is of childbearing ages. You didn't sleep with another 72-year-old.
We're not denying any of that.
We're not denying that, Rico.
We're not denying any of that.
So let's be clear. Let's be clear. Let's go back to what Manuel said earlier. If you're 72 years, Manuel says this frequently in a lot of his videos. If you have a 30-year age gap, Manuel says this.
Right.
You're paying for pussy. You're paying for pussy. Manuel says that. I'm not Dominican. I'm not in the DR. Manuel says if there's a 30-year age gap, you are not in a fucking relationship. Manuel, tell me if I'm wrong. If there is a 30-year age gap, you're paying for pussy. I don't give a fuck what you call it.
Two things can be true at the same time, bro.
No,
two things can be true at the same time.
I got something in my mind. Hold on. I got something in my mind. So why does he decide to stay with that same woman for 2, 5, 10 years? Why is that? Why?
He's 72. Where the fuck is he going?
He can go to another woman around the corner and go get another woman and another woman and another woman.
So you're telling me it's rational. Manuel, what do you think about a 30-year age gap? You tell us.
I mean, they stay together because they stay together because he is happy with her, correct? He is happy with her. He is in love with her. But she is not in love with him. Man.
Thank you, Manuel. Thank you.
Right.
Fuck y'all. Mic drop.
He is in love.
Discussion.
He is in love.
Thank you.
Of course, he's in love. He likes it. She's taking care of him. On top of that, she's given him the best sex he ever had in his entire life.
Yeah, I think it has a lot to do with the sex too.
Yeah, he's happy. He's happy. And whatever white people, they have crazy what's the word? Fetiche? What's the word? Fantasies, right?
Oh, and fetishes. The fetish. That's what the word you're looking for. Fetishes. Yeah.
Fetishes, right? White people have crazy fetishes, and if this girl provides that, he's gonna be happy as fuck, and he's happy, and he's gonna stay with her for life. But she doesn't love. You're
right. That's a good point. Go ahead, DMR.
I want to ask Manuel this
Why is his
about
point good and mine's not, Radio? Go ahead. Tell me why his point is good and
hold on.
mine's not.
Hey,
Special ed ass.
Go ahead, DMR. Go ahead, DMR.
Manuel, at what age do you think, like, if a man is 52 years old, right? Do he stand a chance down DR, or do he still gotta go through the same thing the 72-year-old gotta go?
If you're 50 and you're broke, or if you're
No,
50 and rich,
52.
52 broke with no money.
And
No,
he's
50
asking for a friend. He's asking for
No.
a friend.
52 with money, but not me. Well, not me, but a guy that's in shape and he looks fairly in shape and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
If you're 52 and you are able to provide, you're gonna find girls. Of course you will.
So is that age in the 20s or the 30s or the 40s?
You will find on the 20s, brother. 52 with money, of course. You will
Oh,
find
really?
your wife 23 years old.
Man, well, can I ask you a question? Okay. Now, again, same question, right? With what DMR said. Okay. 52 in shape, got a little bit of bread, got a little bit of money, right? Now, where do you think the higher degree of success of a successful relationship? Okay, so now we're talking, right? Because I know every motherfucker come over there. Niggas will come over there and want an 18-year-old. Oh, I want an 18. The niggas be no. I'm in these spaces where these sick motherfuckers talk that shit. Am I lying, Troy? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. No. Niggas from the US be talking this fuck nigga shit. So even 18, 21 ain't a big leap for me. So I'm sitting there saying, if you're 52, why you want a 21-year-old? I'm not saying you can't have one, but why? Because I know I'm sitting there saying at 52, what the fuck do I got to talk to a 20? So my question to you, Manuel, is I've seen beautiful Dominican women in their 20s. I've seen them drop dead gorgeous in their 30s. I've seen them drop dead gorgeous beauty and fine as a motherfucker in their 40s. So my question is, why do you, again, so I'm like, okay, you 50, 60, what the fuck you looking in your 20s? They right there in your 40s and closer to you. Which one do you think is a more successful relationship? Someone with a 30-year age gap or someone with a 10-year age gap?
Of course, 10 years age gap is going to be more
Okay,
successful.
Mike drop, fuck it, game over. Fuck
which is
you, motherfucker.
John's situation. That's why I said that John's situation is different, because the age gap is not that. I don't know Dominguez' age. Right? He's got to be 40 something, not right?
Yes.
So and John is not even 50. So you guys are almost same age. So her priorities, her ambitions are not the same as a 22-year-old girl. So she's a mature woman. She wants a roof on her head. She wants to have food on her table. And she wants peace. That's it.
This shit up here is different. It's different.
Yeah, she's mature. Now,
different.
22, she has other priorities. She wants other stuff.
And still beautiful. Rico, you're right. And sexy as hell. But when y'all get stuck into this, that it only exists in 20-year-olds, you're fucking making a fool out of yourselves. You're making a fool out of them. And then when shit turns out bad, y'all want to blame everybody. No,
no, Rico, you're right. You're right, Rico. And I'll say this, DMR.
I'm always right, nigga.
Shut up. All right. So Manuel, I pick up a lot of people. I take them places. I meet up some of my subscribers and stuff. I noticed that like when we walking down the mall or we going down the Malecon or the Colonial Zone, the young girls with the older guys, they don't get close to that girlfriend. Like they don't be close. The girl kind of walk in front or she'll fall back and she'll be on her phone looking down. And the guys like the 52-year-old with the 20-year-old is like, why isn't my girl walking with me? And I'm like, oh my God, like she's not walking with you because like she really don't want to be with you. You know what I'm saying?
Embarrassed.
What you don't realize, Coach, is you or Manuel sometimes, again, if you're not in that personal relationship, you don't know the dynamics of it. So again, like Manuel said, she may be embarrassed. She may be ashamed. You know, like, what 20-year-old girl want to be walking around with some 60, 70-year-old motherfucker? All her friends know she using this motherfucker for money. Everybody knows it.
Yeah, I have a question for you guys.
Coach.
Go ahead, Manuel.
Hey, look, okay, go ahead.
Yeah, most of the people that I see, most of the people that I see walking with younger girls, like 30-year-old Gab, the majority of them are from the United States. What the fuck is going on with you guys?
Right. I know that. Right.
Well, what's the problem? I mean, why? I'm asking you because I've never been in the States, but you are. Why? And
that shit don't happen in the States, Manuel. That shit does not exist in the United States because we be fucking niggas up.
Look, but see, look here, right? Here's the thing about me, y'all. I'm gonna say it. I'm 52. I'll be 53 this year. I do not look my age, right?
No, you don't.
But here's the thing with me, man. I'm not trying to really find no solid relationship or nothing with no girl in their 30s. I'm not going for no girl earlier than that, right? But
what age you looking at, DMR?
I'm looking for somebody in her 30s, man. That's all I want, right?
You'll find it, man.
But look,
100%.
y'all, in America, I mean, it's crazy here, man. It's like, I'm not saying anything about the females here, nothing like that, man. But it's getting bad out here. Whereas you can't even find somebody just have a good time with. Y'all go bowling or something, you know, have a good time. All the females that I get with, they either older than me, they like 55 or they 50, and I'm like, yo, I ain't a bad looking cat, man.
But
I mean,
DMR,
you know,
DMR, this is what I'm trying to right? And I want you to think about this, right? Okay.
Yeah.
It is not to sit there and say that, okay, when you go overseas, that you can get a younger woman. But
right.
let me be clear.
Mm-hmm.
Let me say, they got 40-year-olds, say 40 and under,
mm-hmm.
30 to 40 that look like the 10 and 20s here
mm-hmm.
in the States.
Right.
That on the outside, like, God damn, you 40? Damn, I can't believe you 40. So you think you look young, they look even younger. You can start there.
No, you're right, Rico. You're right.
But the reality is their mentality is closer to you age-wise.
Right, yeah.
And that's the important part, because at the end of the day is where I think guys look at is they look at, oh, I want somebody that look like they in their 30s or their 20s.
Mm-hmm.
But if she's really in her 30s or 20s and you're in your 50s or 60s, her mentality, it's not just she looks that young, the way she thinks is that young too.
Right. Yeah.
That's the problem you run into. So I'm not going to tell you not to be with a young girl, but I'm saying it's like, it was always took. I'm like, oh, damn, you 50. I'm like, look, man, look at them 35 and 40-year-olds. Them motherfuckers be banging. They are fine as hell, beautiful.
Rico, I don't mind dating a 35-year-old, but the point is, I'm saying over here, man, it's like hard.
Not the state.
Hard as I don't know what. You know what I mean?
I'm talking about when you go to the DR, Colombia.
Right, okay.
Look at those 35-year-olds don't look like our 35 or 40-year-olds. Okay.
Right. So wait. You said what?
I said they're 35-year-olds because what one thing I have learned and I will accept is that, like, in poor countries, not just Latin America, Africa, Asia as well, because women basically they realize that their currency is only their beauty, their looks.
Mm-hmm.
Their currency is nothing else. So if you're in Latin America, like basically a lot of Latin American women will invest in body modification. No.
You're doing a whole bunch of shucking and jiving. Hold on just a second now. Did you just say that the women in this country look younger at their age than we look in the U.S.? Is that what you said?
Get him, Nikki.
Is that what you said?
Let me finish.
But yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, I wanted to make sure that I understood the point.
Yes.
Now you continue with yours, and then I'm going to rebuttal you.
Yeah,
I'm 42, looking every bit of 28. Continue.
Right. Okay.
So what I was sitting there saying is a 35, the average, well, I'm not gonna say the average. I'm gonna say, and when you're in the dating market, a 35-year-old woman in the DR will look slightly younger than a 35-year-old woman in the US. And not that they generally do, because they don't. Generally, they don't. So absent all the body modification and all that other bullshit, no, they look the same. Because age is age, years is years.
He cleaned that shit up real quick.
Yeah, because I heard a whole bunch of backpedaling and pee popping. That's what I heard.
Are you gonna let me finish? I'm qualifying. What I'm sitting there saying is people in the business of Nina, people in the business of trying to sit there and sell themselves, they're gonna make themselves look more presentable. So a 35-year-old woman that's not trying to present themselves out there to the market is going to look differently than a 35-year-old that's trying to present. So basically, that bitch Kim Kardashian is 47. She don't look like the average 47-year-old.
No, sir. No, sir. She's not 47. I think she's 41 or 42.
Okay, whatever. She don't look like the average fucking 41 or 42-year-old American.
And she paid all the good hundreds and thousands to get it.
And that's exactly what I was qualifying. Was she paid for? That
now,
was
sir,
qualification. Go ahead.
I'm gonna tell you.
Rebut.
Thank you very much. I'm gonna go with this one. We all are very familiar with the saying that black don't crack. And what I say is black don't crack when it know how to act, and black don't crack when it don't do crack. Now, I haven't always known how to act, but I damn sure have never done crack. And I know for damn sure I don't look my age. I'm 42, looking every bit of anywhere between 28 and 32, depending on the day. You understand me? Yeah. But not only that, I look at my family. I look at many other black women. Now, I cannot say that for white women, and that does not go for all white women, because there are white women in my family, and I would never disrespect someone based off of their race. I don't do that, right? But what I'm saying is that as I've been living here, I have seen some very hard looking 28, some very hard looking 22, because they've had a very difficult life. And it's the same way. I'm going to put it to you like this. When I look at the people that I grew up with and how we grew up compared to girls that I knew from my mom's friends that she grew up with, that grew up in the projects, their look is a totally different look than me and my friends that grew up in the country and in the suburbs. It just is because of the stress level. And I'm y'all know I like to have fun and kiki and all of that, but I'm being alive serious right now. Right. It's dependent to me. It's dependent. It depends on their circumstance. I know that to be true. Now, a girl who grew up in poverty and who was able to find a man to take care of that and get her face done and her body done, that's not real life. Those are all alterations that she's made to her body, right? So all I'm saying is that I cannot agree with the statement that here they look younger as opposed to us over there. Absolutely not. I will not agree to that.
But John, no.
Go ahead. When Coach makes the conversation, the stipulation about them being more fit than Americans, I don't hear any pushback.
That's not always the case, though. Like
no. But I'm asking you. We're having the same conversation because I've always said that.
John, do you see that? John,
no.
Right?
I've
do you see this?
The same conversation. Yeah.
All right, Rico.
Yes, sir.
Okay, can you see the image?
Yes, I can. Beautiful.
Sir, what's your name? Though you said you're 52. What's your name?
DMR.
How old do you think she is? How old do you think she is?
She looked like she was about 41.
41?
Yeah.
All right. No, she's not 41. I need to get another photo. Hold on.
So what I was saying was, by the same token, was by that narrative, when Coach always, him and many others, fit feminists, I was like, y'all act like, because I've told him before, I was like, you act like ain't no fat motherfuckers in the DR. I'm like, I bump into them every 3 steps.
Hey.
I bump into them every 3 steps.
Hey,
So
can I?
that's what I'm sitting there saying is that same narrative. When I'm sitting there saying like, okay, people that I know who spend body modifications and things like this, it's like basically, yeah, they make themselves look younger, but they're not necessarily younger. The same way, if we sit there and say it right now, and everybody will sit here and jump on the chat, oh, Americans are fat. I'm like, yeah, we're fat, but those motherfuckers are fat too. They'll deny it. They'll deny that they're just as fat over there eating beans and rice.
Ask Manuel.
They're eating beans and rice and blowing the fuck up all over the fucking country, just like they here in the U.S. Nikki,
so you're further proving my point when you say that. You're further proving my point.
I agree with you.
Hey,
yeah.
Can I ask a question?
Go ahead.
This is shifted toward Manuel. I want to ask this, man. Okay, I want y'all to hear me very clearly about this. I'm a man. I'm 52. I got my own house. I got my own car. I work 2 jobs. Okay, and ain't nothing wrong with me, bro. Now I got some issues, okay, but everybody has issues. If I was do you think Dominican women would appreciate a man like that, or not? Because I'm not saying all the sisters here are unappreciative. I'm not saying that. But it seemed like a person like me, I'm not wanted. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm still going to do me. I'm still going to do the stuff I do, man. But it's a problem in the United States with men that's doing the right thing, opposed to a man that's been going back and forth to jail. And just because he got some swag, he got a girl in corporate America, she give him his car, she let him do everything, and he's doing all the wrong things. So I'm just saying, man, I'm just asking you, would a Dominican woman appreciate that?
I am completely sure that a man like you, look, I have friends, female friends, like a lot of them, girls graduated from the university, that they are single, they are 30, 32, 35. The majority of them, they look a lot younger, of course, that they would be glad to find a man like you. So the possibilities of you finding a woman in the Dominican Republic is like 99.9%. I'm just being honest.
But I would have to stay there, understandably. I would have to live there. I know that.
If you want to have a serious relationship, I guess you're going to have to live there.
Right.
Man,
that's what I'm saying.
I'm looking for love too, man. Well,
but
I'm looking for love too, man. I want to find somebody that from like the university.
I want to.
You don't think like the type that want to settle with a woman?
What?
You look like you like to have. You don't want to
settle. Because you're always over there in your little Playboy robe and your little sunglasses, on your Rico Suave stuff. That's why he said that. I get it, but I know that you would like to have a woman. But let me hop in here and just say this really quickly to DMR. I want to say this on a serious note. I think that for you found yourself in a position where you just haven't met someone who appreciates who it is that you are. There's nothing wrong with you. You are attractive. You know how to speak. It sounds to me like you do know how to communicate. I mean, I just think that right now let's be honest, it's men against women right now. It's a lot of that going on. It's like men hate women and women hate men, because it's the things that are happening right now is that women are saying,
you better say that though, Nikki. I can't say this hate. I don't hate the sisters. I'm serious.
No, listen to me. Let me finish, DMR. Let me finish. What I'm saying is that when you go to social media, it feels that there's so much hate coming from, especially in the Black community, from men hating women and the women hating men. And what it is it's Black women saying, if you can't buy me a Birkin bag, if you can't take care of me, don't even talk to me. And then you have Black men saying, well, girl, if you can't handle me in the bed, if you can't cook and clean like these exotics are doing, if you can't do this and that, don't talk to me either. So the problem is there's ego that's completely in the way. Right? It's a bunch of ignorant ego in the way. It's not people saying, I'm going to come to you with love. I'm going to come to you with compassion. Because guess what? We are Black. We have had it the worst in the country ever since we were born. So we already come to the table with that struggle. We already come to the table with the frustration. A man does not want to come home after the bull stuff he's had to deal with in the world. He doesn't want to come home to a woman doing this and this and that. He wants to come home to a woman that says, "Baby, how was your day? Let me rub your feet. Let me cook for you. Let me love you. Let me listen. Let me caress you." You understand? And vice versa. A woman wants to come home to a man that says, "I've had a tough day, babe. What I would like is I know you're tired. I know you are. And can you still take care of me?" You understand?
But
That's what it
that's
is.
all I'm asking for. I mean, that's all. Hey, look, it's some beautiful sisters at the gym. I be going to the gym. It's this one sister. She fine as I don't know what, right? And I'm like speaking to her, conversating. She not trying to, it's like, man, it's like I don't even say nothing anymore. I still speak to her. Hey, how you doing? But it's like a barrier. It's a barrier for some reason. But I don't know, man.
She's more than likely wounded and trying to protect herself. She does not want to get hurt again. So instead of giving someone an opportunity and saying, "You know what, I've been hurt," and being vulnerable, because guess what? She can't be vulnerable with everybody. She can't. She's already done it. These guys already took advantage of that. So now, same with you. You've been vulnerable with women and they took advantage of that. There's so much wrong with people right now that they can't. They don't want to take accountability and say, "You know what, these are my things." And I appreciated that about you saying, "I got my stuff with me. We all have problems."
Sure.
So,
but see, Nikki, Rico, and all y'all on the panel, this is why men is going overseas. Now, there's some simps. There's a lot of simps out here. Me, I ain't a simp. I'm far from a simp. I was one time in my life, but I understand that now because I've been to DR 2 years ago, and I've experienced a lot of stuff, and I'm not going to let anybody simp me out. That's not going to happen. But what I'm saying, this is the reason why men are going seeking somewhere else. I mean, it's basically just happening. You know what I'm saying? Now look, I'm gonna basically tell y'all this. I don't normally say this, but I am gonna say this. I would like to have a child, right? But I'm not gonna go out here and have no kid by a random chick, and she put me on child support at 52 years old. I'm not having none of that. You see what I'm saying? So I would prefer to be a single man, but I'm 52. So it's like time is ticking. But I'm not going to hurry in basically into anything. I'm just saying I would like to have a child. I don't have no child. I don't have no babies, mama drama. I don't have none of that.
Come to the DR. You'll have it.
You come to the DR. Hey, speaking of that, hey, one of our members, Dr. HP, Nikki, go back to Dr. HP. He's one of our members, and I like to shout out our members that
absolutely. Members get top support here. Oh, but really quickly before that, I did want to say what Shania said, that we also have an educational gap between Black women and Black men, and statistically that is correct, and that brings on the whole, I'm Black woman, I'm independent, I don't need no man. And then that further pushes us away from each other. So, all right. Now,
unless they got
this one I want to read right now. This one I want to read right here, Nikki. Why are they single, Manuel? He's Dr. HP said, why are they single? Why?
The women?
Why are who single?
No, not me. He's saying that the girls that I mentioned, the 30s and 35, my friends, that they're single, that they would be glad to marry a person like him, like DMR. They will love it, and they will have a family with him. Well, we're talking about DMR for now. Of course you do. Oh, they're single. These women, they had previous relationships and they broke up. Life, there's no like a specific reason why.
Let me ask you this, Manuel. Why is it that so many men from the United States are coming here for love? In your opinion,
that's what I'm asking you. Is there no love in the United States that all of them they have to come down here, especially white men, They come here.
Answer that, Rico. You always got something to say
Answer
about
what?
something else. You don't want to say nothing on that?
Well,
Answer
I
what?
can I can hop in here while
Go ahead,
he's thinking
Nikki.
on the
Go ahead,
answer.
Nikki. Go ahead,
The
Nikki.
question is, Manuel asked, why is it that the men are coming here for love, and specifically white men? So I'll speak on men in general, and then I'll speak on why I think the white men are doing it. I know for a fact the reason why specifically black men are doing it is because of the war that's going on between black men and white. I'm sorry, black men and black women right now. It's a lot of ego and okay, well, if you won't do it, I'll find somebody who will. And in fact, I'll find someone who's exotic and who will do it better, right? That is the idea. It's, oh, you want to give me lip? You want to argue with me? Cool. I'm gonna go find somebody who will just say, yes, daddy, whatever you want on like pimp mentality and you know, pay for things and do whatever because you look so good. I've never had an opportunity to be with someone like this. So I'm just gonna deal with this until you know the realness happens because realness is all you can never help that from happening or you can never
Right,
stop that from happening. So
right.
then when it comes to the white men, I think that there's always something deep down within someone who has a little bit of a fetish or who wants to get a piece of something that perhaps they could not do in front of their family and in front of their friends and do it
Yeah.
comfortably. They want to
Mhm.
come here to their little hideaway and act wild. It's the same to me as the analogy of when someone comes out as gay, right? They before they come out as gay, what do? They go to the gay club and they get their life. They get to find themselves and finally do the all of the fantasies and things that they wanted to do. Then after that, they either continue it or they continue to be on the DL. So that is my opinion on that. And clearly, I am correct. However, Uncle Rico here is disagreeing
Shaking
with
his
me. I
head.
would like to hear your.
Yeah. Thank you, Nikki. He's been shaking his head the whole time.
I 1000% disagree. They're coming over there because they're buying cheap pussy. Period. They're coming over because they're buying cheap pussy.
I'm like, I'm just.
Not everybody, Rico.
Yeah, well, not everybody, but I will tell
We're
you.
not denying that's not part of it. I mean, that's the
Excuse me.
obvious, Rico.
What I'm telling you is 90% of the men, white, black, and indifferent, are coming over there to buy cheap sex. And it's cheap. It's cheap. It's not that it's cheap because it's value cheap. It's cheap because it's cheaper than buying it in the States. These are guys who would if they could readily an average prostitute in the States is $100 to $200. Maybe anywhere from shit, wait a minute. Low
No,
end is two
no,
hundred
no,
dollars.
no. But yo, hey Rico, now you got to cash out in the cash first
Right. So what I'm saying is
before they meet you.
yeah, so I'm
You know what I'm saying?
saying low end is 200 up to reasonable end. Low end is 200, mid end is 500, high
Yep.
end is 1500. That's the paid sex market in the US. So basically these are men who would normally indulge in that market but can't afford to, but they can afford to outside of the US, whether it's in Thailand, the DR, Colombia, Brazil, the Philippines. So it's not just a DR thing. It is all of these countries. We call it the trick and trifecta. They're just buying cheap pussy, period. Not that the pussy value is cheap. It's a cheaper cost because of the cost of living. Period. You all can be in this dismissal bullshit. You all can be into this, oh, whatever. No, they're buying cheap pussy. The end. So, miss me with all this highbrow bullshit that y'all are saying. These niggas is over there buying cheap pussy because these are motherfuckers that ain't fucking in the States. They just aren't. And of course, if you watch their channels and you follow these spaces and they all say this shit, but these niggas is just buying cheap pussy. It goes right back to the conversation me and Manuel said from the beginning. They'll come over there and they'll be like, oh, I'm looking for a girlfriend. And again, you look at them I'd be like, nigga, I can see you. I got eyes. You're 5'6", you're 300 fucking pounds, you're slovenly, all of this. And you know these motherfuckers are buying pussy wherever they go. It's more affordable for them to buy pussy overseas because they can't afford to buy a pussy back home. Y'all can dismiss it. I don't even care at this point. I don't even give a fuck.
No, I'm not. I agree with you, Rico. I agree with you.
Make excuses.
How you gonna?
I don't care.
We do agree with you. We agree with that point. But let me say this. If I just one moment, please hold your thought, because I don't want to forget what I wanted to say really quickly, and I'm just going to address it very quickly. Hassan Hoof or Joof, I'm not sure. He says, "Can't speak for no other race. Speak for yours and leave it at that. If you want a white guy's opinion, put one up on the live and let them represent themselves." Let me tell you this, sir. What I said was my opinion. What I didn't do was say, I, as a white man, think this. This is the show that I am a part of. I am a co-host on this show, and I very much will give my opinion on that. And sure, at some point we will have a white guy on here and say what he has to say. But I'll speak for whatever effing race I want to speak for and give my opinion on. So I'm done with that. Now, what were you going to say, DMR? I'm sorry.
I don't care about what race, because you can look at, again, I say, you can look at the DR, you can look at Thailand, you can look at Brazil, you can look at all these countries. And I'll be honest with you, I follow a lot of white channels. So even when I'm looking at Thailand, I'm watching the white guys talking about the Thai whores. When I'm looking at the white guys talking about Philippines. So I watch white channels, and they're all saying the same thing. So literally, I don't give a damn. I'm just telling you that without a question, these are, when the question was about single guys going, and I'm not saying 100%, but I'm saying that because it's been promoted a certain way, that it speaks to that audience. That's a fact.
Yeah.
I mean, with me, you know, I'm trying to find. I'm not gonna say I'm trying to find love, because I'm not going over there to find no love. I know that I got vacation for 1 week. Some people may call me a weekend warrior. You can call it what you want to call it, but with me, I like to come to these places and ease my head, man. Just get out of here for a week or two and clear my head. You know what I mean? Now, whatever I do otherwise, that's otherwise. But if I could stay in DR like John or Brother Rico stayed there like for some time, I might want to get me a lady. You know what I'm saying? Rather she's in her 30s or 40s or what have you, man. Okay. But my thing is, it has to get better here in the United States. Because it's bad on both sides. I ain't gonna say it's all the female fault. It's not, because you got some sorry ass cats over here, man, to be doing some wild shit to these females, and I've seen it happen, and I'm like, man, that's shit. And plus, I'm from the hood and from the street, so growing up, and the family. You know how the father's there 1 minute and the father leaving shit. I'm a part of that, man. I seen that. So it has to get better, man. It just has to get better.
Well, here's my thing on the whole situation, just in regards to what you said about you want to come here, have a good time, and do your thing. And by all means, I think that you should. I think that this is your life. Listen, we don't know when we're gonna die. I say live it up and do all the crazy things, all the things that you're fearful of. Face those fears and do those things, right? I say that, but I also say this for people who do want to come out here and try to have a relationship with a woman out here. I say let's not have cognitive dissonance. Let's not do that, because that is a lot of what is happening. In my personal experience with the relationship that I had, I knew I had better bring it out here, you understand? So that I knew if it was worth it, like, is this really going to be a thing? I was willing to make that sacrifice for the relationship. And thank God I did that, because I recognized, nope, ain't worth it, and I'm leaving. You understand? So I think that it's so important that anyone that wants to date a person in this country, come and do the work, learn the culture, Learn the language, learn the things. Don't come here ignorantly and then be mad because it didn't work out. Of course, no shit, Sherlock. Of course it didn't work. You didn't take the time to figure things out. Had you taken the time to learn the language, you would have understand when she's on the phone talking shit about you to her homegirl. So I'm like, yeah, he's here. He brought that money just like I told him to. Things like that. And vice versa. That's not just for men, that's for women too. Women that come out here saying, ooh, Dominican men are so sexy and so fine. Yeah. And good luck dating one because it is not easy. And I'm almost honestly at the point where I'm like, you know what, I can't do it anymore. I don't know that I can.
That's a great point. A lot of people, and Rico, I'm gonna go ahead and get on Rico about this because Rico's right, and I don't give him his brownie points that often. But Rico,
before Rico say something, I want to add something. In the Dominican Republic, because of our culture, women are gonna cook for you. They're gonna clean the house. They will make sure your clothes is clean. They will take care of you, and that's one advantage that they have. That maybe I'm saying maybe in the United States, how likely is it that you find a woman that will do all that for you? So maybe I'm because I don't know. I just want to ask you guys because I don't know about women in the States, but in the Dominican Republic, you are raised as a woman to at some point you're going to have to take care of a man and of his needs. And I think all men, we love that as a man. We love when a woman cooks for us and when she's always taking care of us, like Dominga is taking care of you right now, right? Besides all money and the stuff, she's taking care of you. So how likely is it in the United States to find a woman that does that for you?
I'm a black woman, so let me speak on black women and as an American woman quickly. I'm going to briefly speak on this. When I started dating Dominican men at age 26, I learned to start cooking all the time, keep that house spotless, like to cater to him. That's not to say that other American women did not learn that in their household. I did not learn that in my household. My father was not in my home. So that's something that I learned being around Dominican men to the point of where my family members would come over, we're hanging out, and I literally served everyone before I served myself. And I learned that dating a Dominican man. So for me, when I hear people say, things about American women, I have to attribute the way that I learned how to take care of a man. It definitely did come from on that aspect from Dominican culture. It did.
Even though if the woman works, even though if a Dominican, she comes back from work, she's gonna make dinner for her husband.
That's right.
She's gonna make dinner. She's gonna, make sure everything is she's gonna take care of the house. So
hey, that's a great point.
Same with me. Again, learn that from Dominicans. Same with me.
Yeah, I'll say this: it's more traditional women in the Dominican Republic because that's just the way it is, and compared to the United States. And I think a lot of men in the United States want traditional women, and Nikki kind of has that balance, and Nikki understands that. And I'm not saying anything bad about American women. I'm just saying that men, to answer your question, it's kind of unbalanced, and men want a certain balance, and that's why a lot of them come for a real relationship. Of course, like Rico said, you got the ones that's having sex and prostituting, trying to find prostitutes. Like DMR is looking for a woman. He's not looking. He's looking for a relationship. So I think that balance is kind of offset in the United States also.
It's just like that song from Destiny's Child, "Let Me Cater to You." Like that song embodies how it is. Like I enjoy doing that. When I'm in a relationship, I enjoy taking care of my man. I mean, even my homeboys, when they come over, I cook for them. I'm not servicing them the way that I would service my man, but they are still well taken care of and they are appreciated in my home. And I attribute that to the Dominican culture.
Right. Hey, Manuel, do you think you can go to the United States and you think you would be okay with a woman that makes more money than you? How and just not doing the traditional things like that happens here in the Dominican Republic?
I like traditional women, and I will probably find probably most likely I will end up with a Latina or something like that.
So you
Because
like traditional women.
yes, if I find a black woman or a white woman that she's at, try to have the balance, as Nikki says, I would be very happy. But the problem is that when you find a very successful woman, I'm not saying that's wrong, but she will never have time for you. And money is good, of course, but I think I will be happier if I find a woman if she makes money good. But if she has the balance, as Nikki says, I think I'll be happier. We're
You know,
talking
a
about
lot
being
of
happy, right? Not yeah.
right. A lot of American women would be so mad. Woo, if they heard you say that. Woo,
Yeah,
woo, woo.
I know, but I'm trying to be honest. Why would I fake my opinion? I'm just telling you what I
I
would
don't know
like.
why they would be mad though. I think that Manuel is
It
a
would
very
be
hard worker.
it would be awesome if my girl says, "Baby, what do you want for dinner?" That would be. Is that bad?
Absolutely not. And here's the thing, Manuel, when you're dating someone, you want to be with someone who understands what makes you happy and understands your culture and understands the things that are, valuable to you. So at the end of the day, I think that when we're talking about relationships, it's super important that early on you talk about deal breakers, like what can you deal with and what are you not going to deal with. And for
You know
me,
what, Nikki, correct me if I'm wrong. When women are making a lot of money, especially black women, they um, they lose their, what's the word, femininity? Is that, am I saying it right?
femininity,
Exact
femininity.
femininity. They
Yeah,
lose that, and I don't want to marry another man.
right.
Exactly.
And here's the thing with that, Manuel, and that you bring up a great point. What happens is that a lot of the times, I think what the catalyst is. Do you know what the word catalyst means? Let me ask you that. The
No, I don't.
catalyst,
No, I don't know. You tell me.
and some other people on this call, I'm sure, don't know what it is either, and they speak English. A catalyst is a starting point of something, where something comes from, where it derives from, right? So for me, the catalyst is when a woman has to stand on her own and become independent, right? And then when she dates, she's meeting these guys that are what they call pookies that say, "Oh, look at you, you got your own shit. I'm cute, I look good, let me get in on that." And then it turns from that to, "Damn, I've been taking care of you, sir, and you don't want to contribute." And now that's where it all starts right there. It starts the anger and the frustration and the resentment. And that's what sucks. So from the very, very beginning, if a woman has a good sense of self and she knows her boundaries and her limits, and she says, "You know what? These are the things that are my deal breakers. These are the things that I'm not going to accept. And I'm okay with not accepting it. And I will not even become bitter from not accepting these things. It's just a no for me, and that's okay too." But what's happening now is that women are so frustrated that they're like, "Damn it, I'm tired of meeting these guys and they keep screwing me over," but not taking accountability for the first red flag, the second red flag, the third red
That's
flag.
right.
It's like, yo, you
Exactly.
accepted all of that. And
Yep.
all of you guys know my story. I did that in my last relationship, my last serious relationship. I saw the red flags and I kept going until the day that I was like, I can't do this. This is crazy. This is not who I am, and I'm not going to accept it.
Hey
So
Nikki, why Dr. HP says why does she have to stand on her own? Why can't she find a man to stand together?
I like that. I love that. Dr. HP, I do think that most women, if they had a choice, that's what they would want to do, is to stand with someone. But I also know that because women, specifically Black women, have been burned so many times and hurt so much that they are bitter and they're just like, "You know what, F it. I'm going to go get my master's degree. That way I don't need anybody for anything. And I
Yep.
can put up this block and act like I don't need a man. I don't want a man." When realistically, they would love to have a man. Go ahead,
Nick,
DMR.
Nikki, but you're forgetting one thing.
Go ahead.
and I might get some feedback from y'all. One thing I gotta say, the new phenomenon now is to find a white man. Now you heard what happened to that girl the other week, right? They got found.
Yeah. Yep.
A lot of black women are beginning, and again, it ain't nothing wrong with going to who you like. But what they're doing, some of these black women are going to white men thinking the grass is green on the other side.
And it's here's the thing
And
with
there's
that.
some black guys that be the same way. But what I'm saying to you, these sisters,
it's more black guys that way than the black women. Let's keep it real.
yeah. But Nikki, hold on, Nikki. You have a new panel of female. I ain't gonna say who their names are here, but they're pushing that. And so far, it's been 6 black females that got killed like that. So again, like I say, things got to get better. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I look at things this way. I look at intentions, right? Like, what are your intentions? Like, if a black woman's intention is to date a white man to get back at black men and to say, see, look what we can do, that would never work because you're starting it off with the wrong intentions and negative energy.
That's what I'm saying. Right.
But to simply say, I'm going to try something different, you know what I mean? And go out here and do something different, knowing that it will still be a good mix because I'm going to tell you something. If a white guy goes out with a black woman, there's a lot of different caveats and nuances that come with that. By the way, Emmanuel, caveats and nuances, that just means, and for everybody else too, because some people, again, don't know those words, it just means like challenges or things that are out of the ordinary, right? So the caveats and the nuances that come with that are huge cultural differences sometimes. For me, if I were to date a white guy again, I've already dated white guys, I grew up dating white guys, it would be no big deal for me because I know how to stand in white spaces. Like, I'm great at code switching. I've been great at it for my whole life. However, you may have, Kiki from the projects trying to date a rich, wealthy, freaking corporate guy. There's going to be some caveats and some nuances there that may not work out when they go out to dinner.
Hey, Nikki, I'm going to send a shout out. Rick James, thank you so much for the super chat. Manuel is speaking facts. Yeah, Manuel, we about to wrap it up in about 5 minutes, but Nikki, you are on point, and I really love how you put a couple people in their place today. I'm talking about on the comment section. Yeah, like people, I can't stand people that think you can't talk about what you want to talk about. That's very frustrating to me. And we see that happens in the United States. But Manuel, man, you and I know that we got off subject just a tad bit, but Manuel, do you feel, last question, we're gonna wrap it up. So you don't feel that Dominicans treat Americans bad? Do you feel that way, or do you feel they treat them the same, or how do you feel about that before we wrap it up?
We don't treat Americans bad. On the contrary.
No. That's not what I'm saying. Like bad, good, neutral. How do you guys? So the question is, how Dominicans really feel about it?
No, we treat Americans good. In fact, Dominicans are, and Troy knows that, Dominicans are friendly. We are very friendly. I don't know if Rico has been in the DR, like interacting with people. I'm not sure, but Dominicans are friendly. Dominicans are gonna try to, they're gonna call you gringo. That's not offensive at all. El gringo, el americano, American. Just you see that. So we're very friendly. So especially just because of the fact that you are American. Stating what I said before, you mean dollars. So you will have a better treatment just because of that. Some people will not like what I'm saying, but I'm saying the truth.
Well, that's your opinion, and you're entitled to that. And if they don't like it, that's on them.
Yeah.
Shout out to Carl. Hey, I agree with you. It's just that I'm gonna say this in front of everybody. I want to apologize to you, Manuel, about something that's really been on my heart. And we was driving down the street the other day, and we went through a checkpoint. I pulled out my camera and I said, "Look at these dark skinned people got pulled over," and I started videoing it. And it was one dark skinned lady and one dark skinned guy, and she was upset. And you said, "John, you making it look like we're just bad to dark skinned people." You said those military people are doing their job at the checkpoint, and you're making it like the whole country is like looking for dark skinned people. And that kind of registered to me, and it's like, you're like, we're doing our job, like that doesn't happen in the United States. Like, he's like, they're pulling people over, asking for their ID, and if they don't have it, that's just what that is. It's not like we're just trying to go pick on dark skinned people. And that kind of registered to me, man. And I said, you know what? But I know that Haitians, it's a lot of illegal Haitians here, but that's their job. They're at that checkpoint to check IDs and check for illegal Haitians. And if you don't have your ID, dark skin or not, and so I'm going to pull back on filming dark skinned people getting pulled over, because that's their job.
John.
And I apologize for laughing, John. I thought you were about to mention the funny fake video that you did that was of Manuel saying, "I don't like Americans." That's why I was laughing. I thought that's what you were referring to. So I'm not laughing at that situation.
So no, you're good, Nikki. I just want to say, you kind of like, I pulled my camera up and I was like, man, look at these military people pulling these dark skinned people over, and they giving them the business, and they about to put them in the paddy wagon, and they giving them a hard time, and they always let me go and let you go, Manuel. And he's like, but that's their job, John. I appreciate that.
Hey, John. Hey, John.
Yeah.
John. It's something that you just said. You said if they don't have a ID, then what's gonna happen?
No. They're just checking for. I don't know. I don't never get pulled over. So, and we have been pulled over twice.
I'm saying that because I'm like, kind of dark skin. I need to know this.
Manuel, what happens? What happens, Manuel, if he doesn't have his ID?
Well, I'm Dominican, and if I don't have my ID on me, then that's not okay. Why would you be walking around with no identification? So whether you are American or Dominican, if the police get you with no ID, they might take you to the to the police department. They need to know who you are. Where John lives, John lives in a very highly populated with Haitians. So in those areas, you're gonna see, you will see the areas where you have a lot of Haitian activity. You will see checkpoints, and they're looking for illegal Haitians. It happens to be the coincidence that Haitians, the majority, are black, and that's why you see them detaining people that are black or they look certain way, and they are asking for identification. If you have it, good. If you don't have it, we need to know who you are. That's what they do.
Well, when I come to DR in the next few months, and I call John, I'm going to have 2 copies of my passport.
Get a copy.
But I heard that you don't even. I heard it's better to have your actual passport, because I've heard of people them like not accepting that, and they're like, nope. Let me put you in the paddy wagon.
The police will know right away that you are American, man.
Nikki, but see, the thing about that is this. I don't do that. Because if I lose my passport,
I
I'm in trouble.
know. I know.
You have a
listen.
driver's license, right, from the States?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's an
Yeah,
idea.
you heard what Manuel said. He said as soon as they pull you over, they're gonna realize that you're American and they're not gonna bother with you.
Yes,
Oh,
you know something. I wanted to. There is a comment that says that women get paid less than men. There is a comment. Nikki, can you look? Can you look the comment? Something like
Yeah, yeah. It was who do you remember who put it?
don't remember. Well, but Nikki, would you climb a building to clean a window?
I would not.
Would you do it?
Nope.
Would you climb an antenna to plug a electrical cable?
Nope, sure wouldn't.
Yeah, that's why men, they make more money. That's what I think. Sometimes.
And I'm okay with that.
We are willing to make more dangerous jobs than you would.
And I'm A-okay with that.
Yeah.
But Manuel, let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
You up?
If there,
Shit.
can I ask him a question?
You dozing off. Go ahead.
No, I was pausing because I wanted to make sure I think about it the right way. Because what
Dozing
he
off,
did was a
pausing.
valid point. It was a very valid
Go ahead.
point.
Go ahead.
Men doing more dangerous jobs. But you would agree that if a Dominican woman was willing to do those jobs, she should be paid the same.
In the Dominican Republic, yes.
Okay, so if a woman was willing to climb the tall building and clean the windows, she should be paid the same.
Yeah, that is
She
correct.
shouldn't be paid less. So all I'm trying to get you on record is that you're saying, I heard what you asked Nikki. So I'm saying is that if Dominican women are willing to do the same types of dangerous jobs, you agree they should be paid the same, not less.
I don't have any information that says that women get paid less if they do the exact same job as a man in the DR.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Basically, if they pay a man $500 a month to go up there and clean windows, if a woman go up there and clean windows, she should get the same $500 a month, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's all. That is literally the only thing I was asking. Was that I agree with you on the premise that, my question is do Dominican men universally do far more dangerous jobs than Dominican women? And I don't know. I really don't know. So I can't say yes or no. What I think is that just like in America, in the DR, some of the most dangerous jobs are done by non-native people. Because in America, I will say, like, and no. All right, fuck it. Go do your thing.
I know what you were gonna
sorry,
say.
I'm just laughing because I'm sorry.
Do your thing.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing because I'm like, Rico is definitely tipsy. It's just funny to me.
Do your thing.
But Rico is trying to say, I think, you correct me if I'm wrong.
Mhm.
Those dangerous jobs are being done by immigrants.
Thank you. Exactly. Thank you, Manuel.
Yes, they're being done by immigrants. And just by the fact,
I'm done. Y'all have a good night.
yeah, just by the fact that you are an immigrant in the United States, if you are an immigrant, you're getting paid less. Now,
Yes.
in the Dominican Republic, if you are illegal immigrant, you're gonna get paid less.
And you do a more dangerous job.
Yeah, but if you are, if you are
right across the street from where I live.
But I think it happens. It happens. It happens everywhere around the world.
Yes,
it definitely does.
You're absolutely right, Manuel. And I'm done.
Yeah, but I'm just saying in the gender topic, women versus female.
Yes, sir.
There was a study in the Dominican Republic that it brought to my attention something that I didn't know. The majority of the women in the DR They want to be a nurse. They want to be a teacher. They want to be a psychologist. They want jobs where danger is not part of it. They want to do jobs like they want to be a doctor, of course, but
Same thing in the U.S.
something very funny. When they want to be a doctor, but they want to go to when you work with kids, what's the name of the profession?
Pediatrics.
Pediatric. They want to be a pediatric. They want, but the majority of men go for surgery, go for challenging stuff. I'm not saying. I'm just talking in terms of majority.
More gruesome, more
more men are willing to go to the danger, to hard things.
But Manuel, in any country, who does the most dangerous jobs?
Men.
Nope.
Oh, okay, no, okay. We're not
the
talking
Haitians here.
Oh yeah, immigrants. You're right. Because I was talking just about female and men.
Right.
Yeah.
And even outside of men, people who are immigrants to the country, they come into the country and they do the jobs. Even let's put it in America, all the jobs we don't want to do, we rely on who? Fucking immigrants. We have teenagers. We have children.
Yep.
In the fucking meat slaughter plants, killing cows, pigs, sheep.
Right.
Because Americans, black, white, or whatever, we will not do those fucking jobs.
Listen, can I just say this?
Go ahead, Nick.
Sorry to cut you off. I'm going to say this, and then we've got to get out of here, guys. It's already 2 hours and 46 minutes into it. But you guys know I'm a diva, and I have to get into it. TF said Nikki and continued to spell my name incorrectly after I've spelled it correctly 10 times tonight. It's Niki with 1 K. Nikki is talking about Black women making poor decisions in men, but not taking accountability. Well, here's the deal. I absolutely took accountability. I absolutely said what I did wrong about not looking at the red flags. What I did was a huge mistake. I don't know how much more accountability you expect for me to take. And I'm done. That's all I have to say on that. And we've got to end the show. So I think we all need to say our last points. We can start with our last points with you, DMR, and then we're going to take us all down.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
2 minutes.
I have some more stuff.
Everybody 2 minutes, and then we're going to wrap
I ain't
it
going
up.
to say that, but I just want to thank the panel. It was a good conversation. Manuel, I watch your clips that you do on John's show. I like them very much.
Thank you.
Rico, good brother, strong brother. Nikki, good sister. Brother John, good brother. Thank you very much. I will be down there in about 4 to 5 months. I want to touch base with all y'all down there, and I'm going to keep on tuning in. You know what I mean?
Awesome. We'd love to have you.
It's people like you, because the channel is growing fast, and it's people like you, brother. I appreciate it. You take care.
Keep sharing the page, man. John, you have to take everybody down. I can't do it because I'm on my cell phone. Good night, buddy.
All right. See you. All right, Rico.
Rick,
all right, Manuel. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right,
yes, sir.
Bye.
So if you going back to the topic, and just to finish, yes, in the Dominican Republic, you will find the woman that you want. The only requirement is you must be able to provide. If you're able to provide, you will find her. She's going to be your wife. She's going to have kids with you. She's going to be whatever. So yes. Rico, I know you have a podcast now. Whenever you are we have to make a video next time talking about the immigrants doing the dangerous jobs around the world. I like it. Invite me whenever you want to talk about it. So I will be glad to.
That's a great idea.
Hey, that's a wonderful idea. Let me say this real quick, and I know we got to go. Manuel, the difference between the United States and the Dominican Republic, you all bring y'all take y'all immigrants back to Haiti after they finish working their ass off, and y'all do like a sweep, especially around election time. We don't do that. We just keep the United States. We just keep everybody. You guys do
you're wrong, John. John, you're wrong.
What you talking about?
You're wrong.
Where we no keep it for the podcast.
No,
That
just saying you're
Rico,
wrong.
Yeah, keep it for the
keep it for the
podcast.
podcast.
Wrong. I
Yeah.
didn't say nothing wrong. So we go around picking up a whole bunch of Mexicans and illegal
Yeah,
people.
we do.
And don't,
Yeah, we
and
do.
don't.
Yeah,
Thank
we
you.
do.
You
Yes,
just
we
be
do.
full of
Go
it.
ahead. Continue.
Troy, go
continue,
ahead.
continue.
Troy, you got it. We'll talk, like you said, Nikki.
No,
See
we
what
do.
you started,
We do, but go ahead.
Manuel? This is your fault. You started this.
No, I'm just telling him before he gets crazy and saying we don't do something that we actually do. But go ahead.
Right, man. Well, it's y'all pick up all the illegals and bring them back. We don't do that. Like y'all do that. I that's all I wanted to say. And you guys have the right to do that because they're there illegally. So I just, Rico's full of it. Troy, you got it. Go ahead.
Yo, just everybody, peace, man. I disagree with Manuel and Rico. There's love out here on this island. These girls are full of love, man. Go out and find you one, and yeah, I still believe in love, man. I believe in love, man. Love wins in the end, man. I don't know this money talk Rico and Manuel is talking about, but and Manuel, I'm looking for love, man. You gotta hook me up with somebody, man. I mean,
You ain't looking for shit.
I'm out here to look.
Stop lying, nigga. You ain't looking for
Hey,
nothing.
thanks for coming on, Troy. You take care, brother.
Let me just
go
say
ahead, man. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Manuel. Your turn.
Oh, I already said what I was.
Okay,
what I was gonna
okay.
say.
My turn.
Go
Okay.
ahead, Rico.
And Rick James apropos said, in America we do. I didn't want Coach just to sit there and put out that narrative that we do not deport in the USA. We do deport, and we deport regularly. We
I didn't say
deport
we
back
did.
to. Excuse
I didn't
me,
say
sir.
we
Is
I didn't
it
say
my
we did.
time or your time? I
Okay,
don't
now
know.
it's
I'm
your time.
confused.
Go ahead. Your time. Go ahead.
Okay, so if it's my time, let me say this. We deport in America. We deport back to the DR, Puerto Rico. Not the Puerto Rico. We deport to the DR, Mexico. We deport to all of these countries. So this narrative, I just don't want that to go unchecked. We do deport.
Well, we're gonna have
Is it my
a
moment
no.
or
I'm
yours?
just saying we're gonna have a podcast on that.
Okay, but this is my moment, right?
Just
We do in America deport people back to their home country, irregardless of what uneducated motherfuckers say. And I just don't want us to sit here and be a part of this podcast and speaking in an uneducated manner to say that people can come from anywhere in the world. You come into the U.S. or any other country, and you just get to stay, and nobody does nothing. So
Right.
yeah. So and the only reason why I sit there and say this is because in the topic of the conversation, people are always talking about how Dominicans are deporting Haitians. Yes, that is a problematic and troubling experience. But Americans also deport Haitians. We have a wet foot, dry foot policy. So in America, we have a wet foot policy that if you're from Cuba and you make
Right.
it to the U.S. mainland, you get to stay. If you're from Haiti and you make it to the American homeland, we send you back. So that is one clear evidence of we do this shit, and we can't say that we don't do it. We do it. We distinguish the difference between Cubanos and Haitians
Gotcha.
in America. And they're both the same fucking island, 90 miles away, but that's how the US looks at it. So
I got you, Rico. We had a wonderful live, man. How did you like the live, Rico?
Okay, yeah, I'm done. Yeah, we good.
Rico, did you like the live?
We good. Yeah, it was great.
It was great. Yeah. And valid point. I take your point for that, man. Man, I love you, brother. Thank you so much for everything. Tomorrow, I got to call you tomorrow. Remember what we got to talk about. Remember that.
We're not talking about it here, though.
Yeah. Yeah. So y'all, you take care, brother. Talk to you soon. All right. Nikki, take yourself down, Rico. Take yourself down. Nikki, it was we had 70 something people on. We had a couple of Kim people, kissing ass people. Kim, I saw them on. The ones that love to jock us and watch us. We love when y'all watch too.
Absolutely. So, okay, so that's what that was earlier, talking about me and the not holding accountability and all this other.
Probably so. It probably some of his entourage or something like that. They love just talking bad about Black Americans. They just so infatuated with just trying to. Just imagine yourself talking bad about somebody on your podcast. That's all you do is talk bad about somebody on your podcast. Oh my God, what type of miserable life do you have? Oh my God, look at him. Look at Nikki. Look at her hair. Look at her hair.
And look at, oh my God. And look how happy she is all the time when she comes on the show. I hate to see how happy she is.
This is him on the channel. Bro, she loves Dominican guys and she needs to go back to America. I'm like, oh my God, you are he remind me of one of them serial killers that just blow up something one day.
He's bro, Kim 123, you guys, KEM 123. Oh my God, he's a psycho. Well, here's the deal. I did find out allegedly.
TF say he's not a part of Kim, so thank you, TF. But so no, I respect you for that, TF. But go ahead.
I'm not part of Kim. I'm just someone who disagrees with you, Nikki.
No,
okay, TF, that's fine. But TF, I took accountability though, TF. But anyways, what I was saying about KEM 123, allegedly his sister sleeps with Black guys. So that's where the Black hate comes from. I heard that. I was like, oh my God, no wonder. And then his ex-girlfriend, she just blasted all of his information and said what a psycho he was. And I'm like, oh my God, no wonder he's so miserable. Aw, he just, poor fella with his little glasses. Aw, yeah.
Yeah, he looks so sad and depressed. So Kim is a guy that goes on the podcast and just talk about foreign black people and they're just dating our people. They're dating our people, and why can't they go date their own people?
Yeah, and the thing that really got me was that he was speaking about how Dominicans feel about Blacks and how Dominicans feel about Americans. And I'm like, oh my God, buddy, but didn't we learn that you're Mexican? So how is it that you're going to tell us how Dominicans feel? Aw, whoop. Oh my God. Whoops, yeah. Whoopsie.
Yeah, that's right. Nikki, we had I think was growing. I'm telling you, we got a big wave coming. We got a lot of good news coming up. We can't talk about it right now, but some big stuff coming up. Easy. What's the name? Oh, tell Easy the name of the podcast before we go.
I put it right there. Kim 123. If I'm not mistaken, that's the one.
Yeah, look at him. Don't subscribe to him because he's a clown.
Block and report. That's what I'm putting. Yeah, block and report.
That's all he does. Easy. That's all he does is just talk about how foreigners are getting beautiful women. It's like, look at them, bro. Look at them. Go date your own kind. Go date your own kind.
Meanwhile, this guy is a backwards racist. So what he does is he talks crap about, oh, I hate Americans, blah, blah. But then he also talks bad about Hispanics. And come to find out, he's half Mexican, half Puerto Rican, and does nothing. Oh, and you know what? I'm not even going to go there because you know what?
No, let me say this. Easy, real quick. He don't just talk about black women. He talk about men, black men and women. He talk about everybody. And we've been on there about 20 times. Like, look at this guy. He's a simp. Look at this simp. Look at him. He's a simp.
And he talked about me, calling me a black girl who sleeps with all these Dominicans and all this mess. And I'm just like, oh, I have my first fan. That is so cool. But here's the thing though, John, his people who follow him have gone on his page and been like, are you on our side or not? Because wait, what? Hold up. You said that, make it make sense. How you talking shit about Hispanics, but you're Hispanic? And then you hate Americans, but you live in America. Like what?
He's confused. He's so, yeah,
allegedly he's a mass murderer, bro. Allegedly. He gives me mass murder vibes, bro. He's even reported himself.
Those Coke bottle glasses, and he's looking down like this right here, and
yeah. Poor fella. That poor fella has no friends. I get it. God bless him.
He doesn't show his face, and nobody shows their face. That's how much of a coward they are. So
yeah,
Nikki, great job today. I'm gonna get off and spend some time with Jordan. Jordan then took my spot. I gotta find a place in the bed to sleep because Jordan got his legs stretched out all in the bed, and yeah. And
I remember those days when my stepson would stay the night. Oh my God. It's like, ay Dios mío, get on the other side. But no, he wants to be right in the middle. I know. I remember those days. Yeah. You're going to take yourself down, then I'll take myself down?
Yeah, I'm going to take myself down. Hey, I'll let you close it out. Love you, Nikki.
Love you. Bye. All right, guys. So like John said, tomorrow
my whole Dominican Route family, love y'all guys. Thank y'all so much for all y'all support. I appreciate it. Love y'all. Thank y'all for the super chats and Carl and Easy and everybody that's our part members. Love y'all guys.
Members.
Take care, Nikki.
Bye, buddy. Love you. I'll talk to you tomorrow. So so like we were saying, tomorrow is a huge day for John. We will be sharing that news with you guys tomorrow. We're not sharing it today because we don't need any hiccups. We don't need any issues. But just know, you guys, come tomorrow, we are going to the next level. And you guys have no idea. Wait until you see what we have going on. Just know it's a big deal. Okay. So thank you all for your support tonight. I think today was like definitely one of our best shows. By all means, please follow me on my channel, La Niki Oficial, which is LANIKI, just one K for God's sakes, official. So La Niki Official, in Spanish, La Niki Oficial. La Niki Official. I'm gonna actually put it in the chat again because my Lord have mercy. La Niki Oficial. Oops. Oficial is my YouTube channel. Please go and like my things. Thank you, Carl. Good night to you. I would love for you guys, the rest of you guys, to please become join members. Become join members. Tonight we had quite a few of our join members to make comments. And of course, as you can see, their names come up in green. We had Purple Pill Composure. We had Carl. We had Dr. PhD. We had, I think there were 2 other ones there that I saw there as well. Love you guys. Have a good night. And thank you so much for always supporting us. And like I said, wait for tomorrow. We have great, great, great news. I'm excited. Bye, guys. Love you.